back again. That means it is Thursday night, which means it's almost Friday. What is up? What is up? What is up? Hopefully you guys are ready for the weekend. I know I am. Shout out to everybody out there, and hopefully you guys are, as we were talking a little bit before the show, more cooled off because you guys are in the hot zone. It's hot. It's hot. It's like getting in the hot tub hot, like Eddie Murphy back in the day.
Probably.
So you walk outside, you burn your feet because it's so hot there where you guys are. So what was the hottest that it got on what day? Like, was it like 100 and?
I don't know.
Did it get over 100 or heat index put it over?
No, the heat index is like 103 or.
Temperature was 98, but it's like 104 or 5 heat index.
It's fucking hot.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, they're already calling for like 102 or 3, like just straight out hotness without the heat.
Yeah. What is it? Global warming. Maybe.
Is it? Maybe.
I don't know. I said maybe. I don't fucking know, but I'm like, it's a possibility.
Is it global warming? Is it global warming? So 1990s. I mean, isn't it climate control now? I mean, I'm just trying to keep all the terms straight.
Right.
Like, which one is it? Like, what's for global?
Controlling the climate, though.
I mean, Al Gore was like global warming, and then now the new kids are like climate control or the climate change, rather. So
yeah, maybe climate change.
Maybe the thermostat's broke, and they're just.
I mean, it's like you're on AOL Mail. Yeah, come on, step it up to Google at least.
Got mail.
Get a Gmail.
It's hot as fuck out here.
Yeah.
You have mail. What are you on? Dial up to? What the hell?
Yeah.
So yeah. Don't judge people, Rodney.
Oh, I don't judge. I let them be judged themselves on what they do. I watch their actions, and if they do something kooky, that's not on me. That's on them. That's on them for the way they are.
True.
I mean, I'm not doing anything but just laughing, pointing it out like that.
Judging.
You a funny motherfucker.
Laughing and pointing it
out. It's like, people are what they are. So sometimes they bring it on themselves.
That's all you can do.
I mean, I'm just like the ref. I'm just calling a game. Just calling a game out there, Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Blake's in the house. Cheers, my friend. Good to see you, brother. Me and Blake were talking earlier. I think Golden State takes it tonight. I had them picked in 6 going into the series, and I think it happens tonight for them. So,
think it's going to happen on the road, huh?
I think so. We got Mick in the house. Get him in there because he's over in the UK, so he's up late. Cheers, fart knockers. Yeah.
What's up, Mick?
Mick T with always the colorful language. So yeah. CB in the house with a Rod Todd. 97 temp, heat index 105. So he's right. He's right over to West Virginia. So on the other side of Kentucky from you guys.
Sounds like
he's feeling the heat. And hopefully CB is doing good. CB had like I don't know if CB. I know you had the knee. I think it was replaced earlier, but he got bit by a snake on the knee, like yeah. And so he was fighting that a little bit last week, but I think he's doing better now. So
now he's got other problems like temperature.
Yeah, temperature. Like he's not going outside. He said that
one extreme to the other.
Yeah. I mean, but isn't the sauna outside? So you can't get to the sauna if it's outside. He likes his sauna time. Bart's in the house. Cheers, Bart. Greetings, everyone. Nice, cool, calm night here in South Jersey. There you go. Anywhere you can get cool across here is great. I mean, Blake's, he's had some heat where he was at too. So he had the air conditioner go out last week, was just like miserable. So
ours sort of went out. Was it yesterday? Or was that Tuesday?
It was Tuesday because I had to work Wednesday. So
yeah, our flex capacitor went out on ours.
What the hell?
No, it's just called a capacitor, but flex capacitor sounds
better. It does.
That's the Back to the Future, the flex capacitor.
Well, whatever.
The flex capacitor, yeah.
So we have our bartender friend at the brewery, her now fiance, he does that for a living. So I called them on Tuesday. It's like, man, I hate to bother you.
Well, he's our friend too. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
We met him through her, but
yeah.
I was like, man, I hate to bother you, but our air conditioning's not working. Like the fan outside's not blowing, nothing. It's like it was like 82 degrees in the house. He's like, all right, that's fine. He said, I'll be over.
And he's already worked his whole day.
Yeah, doing that.
Out in the fucking heat, working on air conditionings. And Todd called. They are the best people. They came over at like fucking 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And fucking fixed it for us. And I'm like listen, if you ever get a cut or something, like call me. I'll be there for you.
No, that's what they said. It's like, we wouldn't do it for everybody, but we know you all would do that for
Oh,
us. So
absolutely,
I was like, okay.
yes.
I was like, I appreciate that. But I still gave him some money for it anyway. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
he had a couple spare parts on him. He's like, I'll change it out. Take him like 5 minutes. He change it.
Best
Well,
people ever.
you know what you got now.
What's
You
that?
got a guy. You got a guy. One of the best
Yeah,
things
I
you
got
can
a
have
guy.
is to have a guy. So
Kind of a Rajay special right there. I got
Well,
a guy
I don't know what we could do
okay,
for him,
well,
but yeah.
You, I don't know that I can do anything for him, but
you never know. You never know.
I ain't doing that thing for him. But
I'm not doing that thing
No,
for him
I
either.
ain't saying that either. I'm talking about that. You got the nursing. medical.
You're like, how hot is
That's
this
all
side
I
of
was
me?
talking-
What do you want me
I
to do?
was talking just about the medical side of things.
I
Guys.
mean, Forrest Gump's mom did whatever she could for Forrest. I'm just
Yeah, well,
saying. So your mom sure does care about your education. How hot is it inside? You have to work something out. I'm just saying.
It's not that fucking hot. It's not that fucking hot.
Cheers, Bart. Mick smoke for you. CB's always offering to smoke for everybody. Anybody wants CB to smoke for him, just let him know. He's happy to do it for you.
Yeah, right.
Blake and Gilbert in the house. Cheers, fools.
GG.
And cheers back to Blake. And then, hey, Blake. And everybody, salutations. Gilbert's giving out pinhole condoms. For
I know,
That
wasn't
was,
that
that
amazing?
was the greatest. That was the greatest post I've seen in a long
Yes.
time. That was awesome.
Was he the one that did that?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was, yeah, that's a very good mom. And she's going to put a tack through the middle of
Well,
it.
and then Eric was like, "How about the hole in the condom?" I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah, good point. Good point.
You find all kinds of weird shit on the Gilbert's
That was a
Facebook
very
page.
good.
Yeah.
That was funny.
So you said, best day back so far. Like my new look, slim, 145. Need to lose that weight. So I'm glad the knee and everything's healing back. We all have bad days. It's like finding gray pubes and asking why me. LOL.
I mean, at least you're still growing pubes.
Don't people just shave them off now anyway? People just shave them off, right? So.
That itches so bad.
What's up, Vanessa? Cheers.
Vanessa.
Do I have a beer for you tonight, Vanessa? Oh, my.
Uh-oh.
Dragon's
You're gonna be-
milk, right?
Oh, it's a dragon's milk, but I don't know if she's seen this one yet.
Sounds like the vanilla new one for the quarter, or the triple mash dragons.
Oh,
milk.
no. We gotta wait there. It's like Christmas. You can't just
I'm
get all
just
into the
trying to-
gifts.
trying
Can't
to
get
bring
into searching around the house for the
Yeah,
gifts,
I don't know if
searching
you
all over.
Thing.
Oh, hey, Vanessa from Mick, and hello, Mick. If gray hair's body and he's on deep self reflection. I don't think anything ever bothers Mick. I live in a house of mirrors. LOL says so. Yeah.
Sounds
So,
horrible.
Living in a house of mirrors.
Yes.
When you were a kid, did you ever go to Hall of Mirrors at the
Yeah.
amusement park or the carnival?
No, because the clowns were in there.
There was no clowns. It was mirrors.
Well, the clowns were close outside.
Well, the
of
clowns were in the tent.
Well,
they were doing the clown
in
show.
Fucking vicinity, Rod.
So you never went into Hall of Mirrors
I don't.
ever?
I mean, I think I saw one when we went to Ripley's Believe It or Not that time. Oh, so at Ripley's Believe It or Not, they had the mirrors, and then you were like making all these faces in them and stuff because it told you to make these faces. And then if you continued around, then at the end of it, you were on the other side of the
It
mirror.
was a two-way mirror.
Seeing other people making the faces.
Ah.
It was pretty cool.
So people was just standing there watching you while you were like doing,
Crazy
so
stuff.
many people can't do this. Can you do this or
Yeah.
whatever? Like touch your nose with your tongue or whatever.
Yeah.
It was funny because people were standing there doing it, and all of a sudden you go on the other side. It was a little ways through it though. And then on the way
Right.
out, you saw them like standing there watching. It was like, shit.
Like people just watched me do that.
What about you, Todd? Did you go to Hall of Mirrors when you were a kid?
I feel like I went to one at the Kentucky State Fair one time.
Yeah. What did you think of it? Kind of freak
I
you
don't know,
out
I
or
feel like I
anything?
ran into every single wall that they had.
How old were you when you did it?
Do I?
How old were you when you did it?
I was probably a little kid then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know the age, but
When I was a
And
kid.
Yeah, I
maybe
feel like
11.
Rod's got a story.
Yeah, when I was a kid, it was like 5. I think it was 5 or 6. I can't remember which one. Well, grew up in New Jersey. We have, like, Bart knows this. We have, like, if you go over to PA, you got Hershey Park, you got Doherty Park, all these different parks you go to. I think it was Doherty Park we went to. And I went in the Hall of Mirrors by myself and got fucking lost in there.
Oh, poor.
And I couldn't find my way out. So, you know, I was a little kid. So basically I just sat down and started crying or whatever. And people were coming in trying to find me and they just heard me crying, but they couldn't find me because of the freaking mirrors.
Right.
So finally, obviously, I got out of it. But it was like, that's the last time I went into a Hall of Mirrors. But
thank you for sharing that with us because
Well,
I think
yeah.
that was a memory that traumatized you.
At the time, as a little kid, well, so did Jaws.
Well,
I lived in New Jersey, and I mean, I saw Jaws, and it was like, I'm not going in the ocean right now. Yeah.
I don't blame you. Like,
you have some
like hell
residual.
with that. I ain't doing that shit no more.
But
Like,
he's
why would you?
got a little residual of the trauma because he's still talking about it. So, like,
No, I'm just sharing the story because Mick said the House of Mirrors, so I'm sharing the Hall of Mirrors story. I don't worry about it now. I go in there with no problem. But
You're
I'm just
safe
saying
now,
because he
Rod.
brought it up.
You're
no,
safe.
No, you see him, you like exit right. I'm not going there.
But it was funny, like
Yeah.
when what was the movie that Jordan Peele did, and the kids were
Oh yeah.
in the whole mirror thing.
She went in. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when she got grabbed. That's when she got grabbed in the mirrors. Yeah.
That was a
Remember when
fucked
she
up.
went through the whole mirrors?
When
She
he was
ran
dating
off.
the white girl.
No,
The white. He was dating the white.
No, it
oh,
wasn't
what
that
was that one
movie.
called?
No, that's Get Out. Let's Get
Yeah,
Out. Yeah,
that
so,
was-
yeah. That one was so like, who's doing it? Like, I watched that movie and I was kind of I was disappointed with Get Out. I was just like, where's he going? I was disappointed because I was like his buddy. Like, you don't go there. You don't do like he was. Everything that his buddy was kind of saying with the glasses. That's how I was looking at it. Like,
Yeah. What? That's your fault. What are you
No,
doing?
but he was blinded by the girl.
he was stupid. He was stupid. It's just like you just don't do that.
Love
It's
makes
just,
people stupid. Do you agree?
not in today's day age. No, if that would have been back in the 80s or something, that'd have been one thing. But nowadays, no.
Well,
Nah,
that's
you
just
don't do
because
that.
you're older.
As soon as you would have started seeing some of that stuff, as soon as you would have seen that one dude go sprinting and take a hard left, no.
You've been out. Yeah,
I'm out. You know. the shit that you. That's just like, you know, you see somebody and there's like somebody's going out in New Orleans. Oh, here's a shortcut through an alley. Like, you don't take the shortcuts through the alley. And then they're like, we don't know what happened, how he got killed. Well, I tell you, he got killed. He took a shortcut through an alley in the middle after midnight.
Shortcut through the alley.
It's like that one commercial. It's the I don't know if it's a guy. It's like an insurance commercial or something where they're like hiding in the barn behind all the chain, like all the.
Oh yeah, they're like, why don't we just get in the car?
Shaking his head like he's like, it's out here, and he's like, have you not seen any of these movies? Like he didn't say that, but you can just see in his face like just shaking his head like, really? Are you that stupid?
Just like that is
like that.
crazy.
Yeah, kind of like that though.
But Rod, like, you have experience. We're older now. These young fucking kids, you know, they just don't understand.
We grew up being told, don't do this, don't do that, because this is why you don't do stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I had friends in college and stuff, and I was like, don't really know you like that, but I'm going to go on that adventure.
Right.
Yeah.
But he did have the best friend ever.
Well, he ended up coming back to save his ass. Yeah, but he was
had
like,
the best friend ever.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, I told you not to do that. Like, you're on your own now.
I mean,
Call me in the morning. Call me tomorrow at noon, and I might come and help you.
Let me know you're okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie itself that Jordan Peele put into it was really well done. It was just that whole theory and the whole belief system. Like, this dude has been like naive his whole life or something to have to follow this guy and believe he doesn't pick up on this.
Break it down too much.
Yeah, it's just like, why would you do that? Like,
just watch it for what it is.
Yeah. But us, totally different. Les was just like, now I'm like,
I don't even remember ever watching.
We started watching. You went in the other room
because I feel like everybody's like,
yeah.
this. It's not a good. It's not nearly as good as what was the other one called?
Get Out.
It's not nearly as good as Get Out.
It was really good, and
he's got another one coming out. I think.
Yeah, that's the one coming out now. It's called Nope. I'm looking forward to seeing that one because it's just got some. It's funny because there's certain parts of the preview when people are doing stupid stuff or whatever like that, and in your head you're like, nope, wouldn't do that. It was funny because the movie's called Nope, and it's just like, nope.
right.
Nope.
like the girl sees a tornado and it's like, nope. Like it's just like the stuff that they're doing. It's like you can see them saying it.
And it's so weird that he's such a good like director or whatever, writer or whatever he is at the movies, like because he's from the comedy background, you know.
Right.
Like,
And all the stuff he does is like serious, kind of dramatic, and
yeah, what he's actually doing is like on the horror scale of things.
you're right.
So
Yeah.
it's totally like not what you kind of expect there. So,
No,
but
no,
he's a
not
good
at
writer.
all.
He's got a lot of good stuff put together with it, though.
When he came out with Get Out, I was like, I don't know. And I saw it, I was like, ooh, I want to see that. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, is this the same that, you know, did the comedy? I wasn't sure.
Let's check some more of the comments here. Well, actually, what beer are you drinking right now, too, before I get to the next comment here?
I am drinking
Oh,
last, which I had it a couple weeks ago. This is the last one I got. My beer fridge, I need to make a beer run is what I need to do because that's getting empty.
that's one of my favorites right there.
And I was going to stop today, and I was like, I'll just come on. I think actually this is the last IPA I have in the fridge. I got all kinds of stouts. But
So let's see here. You got the Medtree Galaxy High. Look at that, baby. Looks so sweet. 9.5% ABV.
it's a good one.
120 IBU. Pretty much to the top of the level of where people can taste, actually.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah.
is he talking about?
Average rating 4.05 on Untapped.
If you go to your friends, I'm sure I'm on here from the last week.
This is
or 2 weeks
9.5.
ago.
This says, enjoy 2 Australian hops as you encounter a crazy collection of tropical and dank flavors throughout the Imperial IPA. It's hot, it's big on your palate, disruptive even. Think trophic Cascades disruptive. I'm going to tell you, it's damn good. That's actually one of the few beers I actually gave a 5 to before.
I can see that.
That one is a 5? Is it
That's what
IPA?
he gave, yeah. Some Imperial.
As far as friends,
Like it, but it's more maltier than normal just because it's a double Imperial.
how many of us have them? Friends. Where's the friends average rating? I don't see the friends average rating. But Todd's right here with a 4.5. He says still great in his Tony the Tiger voice. Still great.
Let's say
Right.
Byron Shannon and
Brian Simpson, the batch is
Oh,
weak as
Simpson.
fuck. Not nearly as dank as usual, and the typical alcohol heat is missing. But he gives it a 4.75. Like, if you're going to slam something like that, like, how do you still give it a, like, oh, that
Right.
was a 0.25 difference for you? Because you're still rating it pretty high.
You're right,
So,
right.
Yeah. That's what I say. Some people don't know what the hell they're doing on Untapped. Just keep some shit to yourself. But overall, all the friends have gotten it pretty much anywhere from a 4 up. A lot of
Pretty damn
4.75s, a lot of 4.5s. But it is a solid one. So it's one that I always say to check out if you can. But that is from the Mad Tree Brewing. And it is a solid one to enjoy. And what are you drinking, Shannon?
listen, you might be surprised. I mean, I think maybe I drank this the last time.
Oh, shit. She's pulling a Jenny. She got a
Jenny
Jenny
Cream
Cream
Ale?
Ale.
Todd bought. I'm like, I like this better than the Miller Lite.
I was like, that's probably good because they're
Well,
just
you
as cheap.
should. You should
Yeah, I
like
like
it
them
better.
a lot.
You should like it better than the Miller Lite. I'm just saying.
Well, you know.
I think 12-pack was $8.99 maybe for them.
Listen,
I don't know, man, that much. Might have been $7.99 maybe.
So we'll take a look at Shannon's here. So Shannon's got the Genesee Cream Ale out of Genesee Brewing out of New York, New Jersey, one of the sites for the FIFA 2026. So I don't know if you guys saw that earlier. They had the selection show, but they were getting the game there. I know Cincinnati's pissed because they're not getting at their stadium. I know
Oh, was that today that they did that?
Yeah, today. Baltimore didn't get it, but Philly got it. So I can actually go to Philly or go to New York and New Jersey if I want to catch
There you
it.
go.
Or
So
down to
when's your
Atlanta.
team coming to town? I saw you said.
Well, it's actually, it's going to actually be in July. It's funny, though, because I might actually be out of town that weekend to go to Ocean City. But they're coming here against Arsenal. It's Everton versus Arsenal. So,
that sucks.
but we'll have to double check it just to make sure on the dates. But if I am here, I would look because the stadium's like 10-minute walk from me, so I can easily go to the stadium and get in there.
Are they playing where the Ravens play or?
Yeah, where the Ravens play.
Okay.
The Genesee Cream Ale, 5.2% ABV, 9 IBU. Average rating 3.
Boo.
The goal was simple: a beer with flavor of an ale and the smoothness of a lager. That's how Genesee Cream Ale, the brainchild of this brewery, became an American original. Today, every batch of cream ale is skillfully brewed to achieve the smooth character and remarkably creamy white head worthy of this name. So
I think it's a good cream ale. Honestly,
I think it's decent cream ale.
Because I do feel like most people that post on here, they're like more like advanced beer drinkers. Like
Probably,
IPAs, and this little cream ale is like not their cup of tea.
Even Joe says like that's his kind of like he loves Genesee just because it's kind of starting to craft beer or whatever. He's like he likes the cream ale.
Yeah, I'm like I
mean, he won't rate it like a 4 or 5 or anything like that, but he always says it's really.
I mean, honestly, I'd probably rate it as a 3 too, because I don't think I've ever had a beer that I'm like. Well, maybe the Kolsch. What's it called?
Kolsch.
At Our Lady, is it? It's not the. Is it the Master Debater?
No.
What's the name of it? Yeah, they have the best names. The Master Debater.
I should know that because I had one tonight.
Yeah, they have some, and then the Just the Tippa, which was a triple IPA, which I thought was very clever. Just the Tippa. Yeah, they have some really clever names to their beers.
That might be Shut the Hell Up or something.
Yeah, it was
like the
it was from a movie. Shut the
Hell Up. Like I'll give you which it was Ben Stiller when he was like the nurse or taking care of the old people. It was like I'll give you a tall glass of Shut the Hell Up.
But I feel like there's another I don't think it's hell. I was like shut the something up. Shut the.
Hang on, I'll tell you.
Well, this here though, going back to the Genesee, Friends, Hockey Goes Sabres, all those frat parties are flashing before my eyes. Who was that? That was Matt's Beer Buddy gave it a 3.5. Nose is mild to say the least, with the big body being significantly more timid. With the body being significantly more timid. There's mild orange blossom and fruit notes on the back end. Overall, just a simple down and dirty cream ale. Not pretending to be something it isn't. Very crushable. It's a pretty good review. Give it a 4.25. Dan said, God bless America. Gave it a 3.75. Very neutral beer. Nothing wrong or outstanding. Probably a good beer for a hot day filled with hard work. That's an honest opinion.
Cold glass of blackberry hella. Which is maybe it's a cold glass of Shut the Hell Up like Hellas, but it's
okay.
But it's
I knew there was more.
Yeah.
So cold glass of Shut the Hell Up.
HELLE is the way it's
Yeah.
spelled.
Well, the cream ale's pretty decent.
But the Master Debater is a wheat ale.
I mean, I really could not. I can't like drink. Like I know I'm always like everybody's like she's so fucking drunk. She's so shit faced. Yeah, I am. But if I was drinking all these beers that had like these 9 points or 13, like I'd be like really way out there. Like it would be bad.
We did that about a month ago when I was giving you some of those stouts or whatever.
Yeah, and
I'm
out.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm out. Because I'm like, I'm either going to go to bed or Todd's going to be worried I'm going to choke on my vomit tonight.
Or both.
That's a heck of a choice. So
sometimes it's both.
sometimes keep the trash can close. Vest in my left eyeball is seeing the world as a funhouse mirror with a bit of Picasso's cubist painting thrown in. Oh no, your left eye twitching.
That's not good.
Oh, it kind of sounds fun too.
BC in the house. Cheers, BC. Says cheers, guys. BC? Y'all know BC. BC, I saw something on Twitter. So I think it was yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. BC was decided he was going to grill some ribs out on the grill. I said, "You're a brave man," because he's in Michigan, and in Michigan they were like 100 degrees too, and he's grilling. Yeah. And ribs ain't like something you just go out there for 5 minutes like a burger and flip over. I mean, you got to put some work in. So I'm like,
right,
you're a brave man, BC, be out there that heat.
Did he say fuck it?
Yeah. Say what?
Did he say fuck it?
Apparently he did. If he went ahead and grilled, he wanted that. And he had that. I think he had
No,
like
I
a
mean,
little
like,
surfer
fuck
turn.
it, forget about it.
No, that's what he's saying. He was a man for going out there and
Yeah, he kept doing
grilling
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there can be fuck it, I'm gonna do it, and then there can be fuck it, I'm gonna abandon it. And what I'm saying is, fuck it, I'm gonna abandon it.
No, he did it. He did the ribs.
He
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
yeah.
BC's a fucking champ.
Like I was trying to figure out Shannon's thinking there. I know I was like in a
Don't.
different world for a second.
Right, let me take you a bunch of times.
Apparently, I think
Just
different
don't.
than
Just
everybody,
don't.
which I'm starting to figure out.
It's lots of hours. Like, whatever.
I'm like, where did she pull that from? Between her and EB's other half, Erie, Aaron, I'm like, where do y'all grab these things in the back of your mind and with these corners? I don't even know that exist. Like,
It does. Apparently, it exists.
Could you imagine those two together in a room at one time? Like, good God.
We might
Yeah.
divorce.
We might solve
We
we
might-
might solve the world's problems.
But we
possibly.
might replace you and Alan with some really good vibrators.
Well, I mean, yeah, you
And
could
then we
possibly.
could just sit here on the couch and talk all day.
Why does it gotta be one or the other? We might do
I
both.
said, I think you need to do it.
Solve the world's problems and
Oh, yeah,
make
for
yourself
sure.
happy.
I thought about having a couples game between you and them. That'd be fun.
Oh,
That'd
I
be a
would
fun show.
love that.
Yeah, like a newlywed type
Love
thing.
that.
Somebody's gonna see Alan like throwing his head through the wall. Like he would not be. That would not be cool.
Like, listen, you do not get you and Alan, I feel like would be like there, but like arguing with us. You would never get up.
Oh no!
You would never get up.
Oh, they would both be
Rod would
competitive.
like
Yeah.
Bob Barker, and just like be the mediator for the whole thing. That'd be hilarious if he did
Me
that.
and Ari would be like, all right, let's just go talk. What's your phone number? And then we go talk and you all could handle it.
It's like I watched some of the TikTok stuff when I was Steve Harvey from Family Feud.
Oh,
And some of the answers people giving, the looks he gives, I'm like, I'd be giving some of those looks. I'm sure if I had a game between y'all two couples.
Wait, have you ever seen the one where it says, what's the something that ends or something that starts with pork, and like you finish off the saying, and the guy says, "You pine."
Yeah.
Like pork.
No, I've never seen that.
Pork. And the guy's like, "You pine." He's like, he just threw his car in the air and walked away. He's like, I don't even know what to say right now.
No, did you see the one where there was a guy and he came up and the woman came up from the other side and she was jumping in, she's all happy and her tits were like flopping everywhere.
Bouncing around.
And he kept looking at him and then they asked some question and Steve Harvey was like looking over at the husband's wife like he was in fucking trouble because he was obviously stunned by all her floppiness. Yeah, it was pretty.
Yeah,
He's
awesome.
hilarious on this show.
They have some funny videos. There was one question. It was we asked 100 men what's like I think it was like the dumbest thing your wife does or something like that and everything. And neither guy would hit the buzzer. Steve Harvey just sat there holding the car. They're like, nope, not going to answer. Not going to answer now.
Men are dumb, but they're a little smart.
Yeah, honestly, I've seen that one too. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Let me see. Oh, so the beer I'm actually drinking here, I probably should mention that, right?
Yeah,
Is- Which I haven't even poured yet, so I need to pour it out. And it's a little one you may have.
kidding.
It's a little one you may have heard about before or may have seen around town. Nothing special, just
Ooh, Waldo's.
the Waldo's special ale for
What's
20.
Oh, why is it not special?
It was kind of a joke there because people with the beer, they love to get the Waldo's.
They come in 4s or 6s.
This one came in 4s.
Or there used to be 6s, I think, though, didn't they?
I think they were always 4s for the
Were
Waldo's.
they always 4s? Okay.
I believe so.
Well, you
So
bought
this-
this, and then what was the other one you bought at the same time?
The Utopia.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had that. Did I have that on here a couple weeks ago? I can't remember. Maybe not.
You
Maybe I had it at. I can't remember everything. So, but the Waldo's. Oh, they
Oh, it's
keep it
got
down there like that.
Got 3.
So the Waldo's comes in at 11.7%
Yeah.
ABV. So you're looking at it being a session ale, 100 IBU. And for those of you who know the Waldo's here, in 1971, the Waldo's met one afternoon at 420. Shout out to Blake. In the front courtyard, NCB. at their school near the statue of Louis Pasteur, the pasteurization guy.
Pasture.
They set out in a 66 Impala armed with a treasure map on a journey to find a secret garden near Point Reyes. They met there at the same time every day and continued their quest. They never found a secret garden, but they keep looking. The dankest and hoppiest beer ever brewed at Lagunitas was made with the help of the Waldos for all treasure hunters. So this one, as you can imagine, is dank. It's real dank.
It's a good one. That is a good one.
Average rating 4.05, as you see here. Let's see what the friends have to say.
That should be on there somewhere.
The friends,
But I gave it.
keeps getting better. A touch sweet, but great balance, easy drinking at 12%, or a little under 12% there.
It's like Houdini. Friend.
Yeah. Oh, the
How
Hopper,
many
everybody
of
else.
you have them?
So it's a 4, 375. So this is a Total Wine and More. I got Total Wine and More story too. I got to tell. Night Juice. That should have been Brenner putting that in there, but no, it was someone else is drinking that. New Jersey Wine and Beer. 2022 caramelly and syrupy with a notable alcohol bite, nice tangerine citrus, and a resinous pine. That's pretty much right on point right there, what he said. Really good, great fruity aroma. Get again next year. Triple IPA with caramel and some bitterness on the end. Baby got bitterness. Man, I love this beer. Hops. So yeah.
I'm kind of like you on Untappd. Sometimes I don't even say anything. I just check it in.
Sometimes that's the case, depending on what it is. Like I just check some stuff in at times, depending.
Right.
Like when I go to a beer fest, I'm not going to sit there trying. I've tried before
yeah.
to try to put stuff. It's just after a point, it's just like I want to enjoy the beer and have fun, right? So, but it's a nice way to jot notes to yourself using Untappd, and this one does deliver nicely. And if you guys haven't gotten it for this year, definitely check it out if you are a Waldo's fan.
Have you had that one before?
Mm-hmm.
They tweak it every year, so every year slightly different.
Yeah, I was gonna say I always try to pick it up every year, most of the time.
But you do get that sweet caramelly feel, and the dankness does come through. One of the guys over in the UK asked me earlier, like, what does dank actually mean on there? Because like he always sees dank because they don't use
right,
dank over there. So I explained to him.
You know it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like obscenity. When you see it, you know it, but I can't tell you what it is.
Terrible description word.
Yeah, it's just like, why would I want to drink anything?
But then when you taste it, you're like, yeah, that is dank. Like, I totally get it.
I feel like dank is like kind of skunky.
Yeah, I mean,
not okay. So
when you think about,
in a sense,
if sour was at this end and skunky was at this end, nobody wants to drink not sour like a sour.
Some people like skunky. Some people like the green bottle,
right?
The skunkiness of it, yeah.
But if skunky was over here, and sour was over here, it's like you don't really want to like.
What is sour to skunk?
This is skunky and this is dank, or no,
sour.
This sour. So not sour like a sour beer, but sour like sour milk.
But
like,
you have musty too. You have some. You could have a little bit of a sourness.
Well, those are in the middle.
It could be musky.
Yeah.
Dank.
I thought Moni was in the middle.
It could be on your scale.
Todd knows what I'm talking about. Todd knows what I'm talking about. Moni in the Middle was a song.
Money in the Middle.
Moni, not money. Moni. Moni love.
Moaning. I like to moan.
Moni.
Oh, Moni.
It's an old hip hop song back in the 90s.
Whatever.
But moaning, if that works for you, moaning in the middle, go ahead.
I think moaning works for everybody.
Oh, so I got a question for you. So Shantae Roxanne's question of the day today on
Serious?
Serious.
Yeah, what was it?
Would you rather have would you say fuck off to a crick in your neck or a hurt knee or whatever? That was the question that people would call in and answer.
I mean, I don't understand.
So would you rather have a hurt knee or a hurt neck where you slept on it wrong or whatever?
I got 2 knees and 1 neck. A neck.
Not rather have, but what would you say fuck off to more than the other?
The knee.
Really? I would be the neck. I wouldn't want
Oh, you went what the neck?
I could deal with the knee, but
But
I
I got
ain't
two
turning
knees.
my
I think because Shannon's confused. It'd be the neck for her
always
because
confused.
she would want the knee.
What would cause more problems? You think your neck or your knee?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you're probably right. The
you
neck.
couldn't turn.
Yeah.
I mean, I've slept wrong
Yeah,
before. And
because
I'm
you
like,
can
God,
turn
this
your whole
sucks.
body
Yeah.
to. Yeah, I can't hop around on one leg because I did have a really bad knee. So like.
So what are you saying? You'd rather have your neck
My
hurt?
neck, yeah, I'd probably
No,
rather have
not
my.
me. You could have all that all you wanted.
I thought you just said you'd rather.
No,
have
I would rather have my knee hurting than my neck. I'd rather be able to turn without any pain.
See, this is why we have so many, like, because we never understand each
That's
other.
a trick question, Aaron.
It's not that hard of a question. Would you rather have your neck hurt or your knee hurt?
You'd rather have your
Would
knee
you
hurt
rather
than your
do-
neck hurt.
I
Would you-
would rather agree with what you want to hurt.
Okay, I remember that when you start asking your dumbass questions. Whatever you say is what I agree with.
Yeah, I gotta have the
Smartest way to answer a question.
I gotta have the couple show at some point here. Yeah, let me see. Mom brought me big shoes. That's why I clown around a lot. Because these clowns got the big shoes. Yeah. And I did the old school Hall of Mirrors at Niagara Falls. Give or take. Yeah, back in the day, I don't even think they still have them now, but back in the day, they would put some time and stuff into the Hall of Mirrors. I mean, it can freak you out as a kid. My feet are big. No loss for all the big feet jokes growing up. Texans are born with square heads, so they don't run bad. Makes sense. Mick T's coming in with the jokes right now. So. He must get out of Erie's book, Nick.
Right.
Young have much to learn.
They do.
Actors are not the smartness or smartest. Fire Sticks has all the horror movies. Yeah, a lot of people get the Fire Stick when they jailbreak or more like that. Everything they can see everything. That's a hey, Big Daddy and Eric. Did we miss Big Daddy coming in?
I know.
Yeah, Big Daddy was it. Big Daddy is sipping a Lagunitas juice force.
I didn't see that.
Wait a minute.
Big
Wait a minute. What do you mean a Lagunitas juice force? Do you mean a New Belgium juice force? Because Lagunitas doesn't do the juice force. Unless they have something new I don't know about.
No. I think it's...
They bought New Belgium.
I agree with you on that one, Rod.
Yeah. Let me see here.
I just had a Juice Force last weekend, I think. It was a
Juice Force is actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
And that's starting with a little Deschutes King Crispy. I've not seen that one. Deschutes, great beers they actually do out of Oregon as well.
King Crispy.
Dee Dee's in the house. Friends
Yep.
Houdini. Yeah, we did that earlier.
There you go, friends. Houdini. Yes.
And what time's the tea time tomorrow, Dee Dee, by the way? Dee Dee. Oh, Jimmy, Cuffin Stuff. What is up, homie? Great to see you, my friend. It's been a while.
What's up, Jimmy?
I know Jimmy over Cuffin Stuff. If you don't, check him out. He's another guy that'll make you hungry watching his videos as he does some good grilling. Although it's got to be hot for you, too. I don't know how much grilling you're doing out there. I mean, is it ever too hot that you won't grill? Like, Ty, like, you'd like to grill. Like, is there a point where it's too hot that you would just, like, it ain't going to happen today?
Yeah, because you text me at
of,
work.
Yeah, sort of.
Well, our house was so hot, and then you're like, I don't even want to cook anything because I was at work.
Yeah, I was like, it's freaking
I'm like, well,
hot
then
as
just
balls.
fucking use the microwave. Just like pop in something in the microwave. I'm like, you're not going to starve.
But I'm thinking about doing either ribs or we got a pork butt. I got a pork butt. Maybe Sunday or Monday. I'm not sure which. Yeah,
I'll be there.
I'm not sure. I'm sure you will.
Shannon's in your
Where
butt.
else are you going to be?
She's
I
in
can
your
find a lot of other places, but I used to be here.
Shannon's in your butt,
You
so
gotta
she'll
be
be there.
I don't want to be there.
Let's see here. Vanessa says hello to Cuff. Vanessa. And hey, Vanessa, Benny's has the cream ale. Gonna try. Yeah, the cream ale is not a bad cream ale. In fact, as far as cream ales go, it's a solid representation of the style. It's not going to knock you back into that, but it's nice,
Like
easy
about
drinking. Yeah. Yeah, they got a Benny's.
I think it's pretty solid for a cream ale.
I mean, that's just my style of beer. Light, like Pilsners, cream ales, Hefeweizens are my most favorite. Like, I've never drank a Hefeweizen I did not like.
I used to like the one that Sun King did, but I think I might.
Yeah,
I
I think
like
I
that
like
one
this
a
one
little bit
better
better.
than, because
Honestly,
my first craft beer that I was like, oh, okay, I could like get into this was Sun King Cream Ale.
Sun
That
King
was my
cream ale.
first craft beer that I was like, okay, all right. I really like this. And he was like, well, you might like this. And he wants me to like, I'm like, no, I like this. So I'm going to stay here. And,
All for the 2 weeks that you tried it.
but like, that was.
Because she kept drinking and burn herself out on it.
No, I don't burn. No.
You were doing IPAs for a while, and you stopped doing IPAs. I think you burned yourself
I'm on
out.
something else. I'll give it up and just do something else.
But I would be like, I'm on to something else besides beer, not just.
Well, you did that with with craft beer. I mean, you
Yeah,
bought books and shit, try to learn about it, and all of a sudden he's like, nah, I'm not drinking.
But at
those
least
anymore.
I like, and I feel like I know a lot about craft beers.
I'm not saying you don't.
Yeah,
you
like-
should. I mean, you sat on the toilet long enough to read the book. You should know enough about it.
I did, but
Well, Vanessa's doing a pork
Oh,
shoulder on the
boy.
pellet smoker tomorrow.
Just giving you a hard time.
I'm on my way, Vanessa Gilbert said. Gilbert probably could have raced down there because he's just up there in Canada. The Father Day golfing at Port Hope Country Club is 18 holes, right, on Lake Ontario. And there with picks. Oh, very nice.
Oh, nice.
listen, I would
That
love to
sounds
meet.
good.
I would love to meet all of the people that comment all the time. But Eric Gilbert is like, I need to meet out Eric Gilbert because he is my favorite Facebook friend.
Don't scare him off.
No, but because you scroll through Facebook and you don't pay attention to who's posting shit. But I always stop at Eric Gilbert's before I even know it's Eric Gilbert, and I'm like, that is the funniest shit I've ever heard. And then I'm like, I bet Eric posted that, and then I scroll back up and it's fucking Eric.
He does post some good
It's
stuff.
Gilbert. Gilbert
Yes.
finds all kinds of crazy shit to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me see. God only gave women legs because he's seen the mess snail trails.
I mean, then why did he give men legs?
Yes, Mick. Mick's going for the humor. He's getting all his jokes out.
Well, yes, that's very funny, but
Haha, but
I don't think that was for Shannon. I don't think it was.
No,
I know, it kind of
No.
felt that way, didn't it?
no, I understand where he's coming
It's like,
from.
that's very funny, but
But
It's
it's
just a
true.
joke.
Like,
It's just a
you
joke.
wouldn't want a woman if she didn't have a snail trail. That would be awful. It'd be like sandpaper. True?
I don't even know what the hell a snail trail you're talking about. Like,
Well, you do. You do. Google it. Google it.
Daddy said New Belgium. No, last time I Googled something, it's like Slovakian ice cream cone or some shit. And it's like, oh, that's not good.
10 minutes later, there was knocking on your door like, hey, what are you searching this shit for?
Everybody in the chat was commenting on that. Like,
Oh,
Slovakian.
do you do that
Yeah.
though? Like when you're looking up, because I watch like Dateline and shit, and then I want to Google stuff, and then I'm like, no, I can't Google that because if something like if Todd died in his sleep or something, and they saw I Googled that shit, then they're gonna think I killed him. Like
So Google like handcuffs, duct tape, shovels.
no, it's shovels.
Be like, what the hell?
That's
Not
why you
shovels.
gotta Google incognito.
I do, but they can. I'd love Google incognito.
Sean does that when she's on porn.
Yeah, porn. Yes, I do that. But I'm also like,
Cover a
I
trail.
know they. If I did something bad, they could get
As
into
long
that.
as they're corn. Yeah. The corn from the trail.
I don't know why everybody's so sensitive about porn. Like porn's, the only time I don't like porn is when I get on
Here
a
we
video.
go. Here we go.
No, when I get on a video and you can obviously tell that the woman that's involved is like fucking high or like she's not there. And I'm like, I'm uncomfortable because she's doing things she don't want to do. That's the only time where I'm like,
How do you know somebody's doing something they ain't supposed to? They don't want to do.
because maybe they need money and they're like, or they're on drugs or like, there's a whole lot of ways that a woman, I don't mean to ruin porn for everybody, but it's like those women are there because
I don't think most of the
not-
guys care about the plot or anything like that anyway. It's just like,
like, I know, but like, if I feel like the woman's just like in outer space, just doing it, like you can kind of tell.
So you're watching her facial expressions while you're
Well,
watching?
yeah, and their
Yeah,
eyes.
everybody watching her face.
No, I love the faces. I love the faces. faces and the sounds. That's the thing.
When you're one of like
When all they're showing is like, no, I want to see their face. I mean, I want to see it all. You should get like a broad, but like,
She was a 360 view.
I know. But you know, I'm just like, but if I feel like, because I could see how you could end up being a porn star as a woman, and because bad life led you there, and it's like,
Sure.
no. And
There's
I'm
been
like,
stories-
I want
there's been
to
stories
watch
of
a
that.
woman that wants to be there and has the power to be there, and not because somebody fucking drugged her and she's there, you know.
Quick Google how to kill Todd. So he's talking to you,
Yeah.
Shannon. He's talking to Shannon. Quick Googling how to kill Todd.
Thanks, Blake. I appreciate that.
No, I already
You'll be my witness if I
See,
come up
here's the
dead.
thing.
That's something with Shannon Erie have in common. The ID type things.
But here's the thing.
And
Right.
Todd and Alan are supposedly go fishing and never come back and say check the
Right,
lights.
exactly,
No.
exactly. I don't know what happened to you. What'd you go out in the ocean for in a pool
No,
boat
you
for?
know
I don't
how
know.
I would kill
Why
you.
did you come?
I've
Yeah,
already
no,
told you
I
about
know. I already know how you would kill me.
And but here's the thing, this is like if Todd died of natural causes, and I'm on YouTube.
Yeah. Natural causes.
Why would I kill you ever?
We found this bottle of arsenic laying around.
That, not me.
Oh, please don't say. I know you thought about how you.
Happened to find this bottle of arsenic. You know what though? They find a bottle of arsenic laying around, and she is a nurse, so it's kind of like you know.
Well, I don't
No,
have
she
any
doesn't.
arsenic.
No, she ain't talking about none of that. She's talking about
It's
like
insulin.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it. Oh,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
now she's admitted to kill you with insulin.
Oh,
Right
now,
here on this.
save this video, Rod. Just save it. Don't ever delete this video.
Okay, so if Todd dies and it's not from him being hypoglycemic, I did not do it.
He's all jacked up on insulin. That's why he died.
But do you know how helpless I would be without Todd? I would be
Yeah.
so helpless.
And then all of a sudden you have a garden boy or something.
Garden boy.
Right.
Yeah, because the garden boy's gonna support me.
He speaks Spanish.
Too bad.
Oh,
Don't
God.
speak. He can't speak my language.
Yeah. And you're rich on top of that. Since I died, I'm
I don't-
worth more to you dead than I
You
am
know
to
what,
you
Vic?
alive.
No, I mean monetarily, but
Mickey might be onto something. It says Shannon should read from the Urban Dictionary. Oh, that'd be funny as hell. Yeah. Shannon reads from the Urban
That would-
Dictionary. They're a great segment to the show.
That
here.
would be funny.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Somebody question herself, why would you do that to somebody? Yeah. LOL.
And then I would try to understand, and then they would explain. I'm like, okay, I get it now.
No
Sweet
deal,
corn
guys.
is the shit. I'll be shitting nibbles for weeks. It goes in the same way it comes out the same way it went
Weeks?
in. So
No, I don't think weeks. I think you're exaggerating.
that's some scary shit there, right?
Like weeks. You better go get that shit checked out.
Yeah.
That corn, I mean, it stays packed tight. Like, it don't break up. So I mean, it's like maybe that's what they make the black box on the planes out of is corn, because the corn will hold together.
Right, true.
Oh my God, that
Very-
is so
very well
smart.
could be.
Yes.
It's one big corn kernel.
Yes.
That's why nobody ever sees it, because somebody sees it. I'll be like, oh, it's just corn. It's
You know,
just
it's-
corn.
It always floats over water. Think
Yeah.
about it. It
They just tell you we found the black box, but you never see it. It's packed in one big kernel of corn.
I love being here.
Todd's going to drown in Nevada Hefeweizen. No, if Todd had to
No,
go
I
that
would
way, he'd
not
be
waste
okay.
that Hefeweizen.
She
Water
wouldn't
it
wa-
up.
she
Well,
wouldn't
don't
waste
worry
that.
about that, Gilbert. She
Yeah.
ain't gonna waste that bison on drowning me in that shit.
Now, if it's Miller Lite,
No, I could never hold you.
She'd never even waste Miller Lite on me on that either. It'd be
Listen.
like just water or nothing.
Listen, I'm just
Linda.
not a follow througher. So like, if I wanted to drown him, I'd be trying to drown him and keep fighting. I'm like, fuck, this is too much work.
That is true.
Yeah.
She'd buy all the books and all the material, and then she'd get bored of it, and you'd just be like on to something else.
Fuck it.
yeah.
How to
She's
kill
like,
your
she's like,
yeah.
never mind.
How to
There'd be-
kill your husband.
Yeah, there'd be books all laying around like how to kill and get away with it.
And I'd
how
have
to-
all the
yeah.
supplies. And then you'd
Blake-
die in a fucking car wreck, and then I'd go to
Then you
prison.
go to jail too. Yeah.
Blake says, shout out to all the porn stars in the 17th century. Imagine having to unbutton 600 buttons just to find some coochie that smells like the last week's.
Okay, like I understand where he's going with this, but I'm like, can't you
That's a
just
lot of buttons.
start up and get to business? unless you're a tits guy.
That's true. That's true.
No, but like back then, how they had to dress with all the different wardrobe they'd have, it was crazy.
Now I wanna say something real quick.
Oh, is there a dog outside?
Yeah, I just let Jenny out.
Oh.
Kind of on a serious note, listen to Blake and Alan the other day at work
Yeah,
on their B&A show. And I just wanted to tell Blake, appreciate him being like real and things. And being serious. Like it was good. Like I feel what he's going through with his dad and all. Said the same thing, whatever, but I totally appreciate the realness of the show where it ended. And just let him know, like you're not alone. Just to let you know, if you ever need somebody to talk to or hear, just listen, whatever. Like, you know.
see, Blake.
Just wanted to say that if he's still out there, I just wanted to. I posted that in the comment, but I wanted, I just wanted to say it too.
Which you just made me realize, like, people go through shit, and it's like when my mom died, I feel like nobody understood, but like they wanted to help me. But when I talk to somebody that's been through that, that's what helped me the most. You just want somebody that understands. That's the only thing that helps. To me, that was the only thing that helps.
And I didn't mean to bring it up for bad, to bring down the show or whatever.
No, it's just
Oh no, it's good.
Yeah. But I knew he's out there, and I just wanted him to know that, like, wasn't just commenting, like, I totally legit meant that.
But isn't it crazy how YouTube brings people together like this? Like, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, but it's so special.
Blake knows we got his back, so yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I know that. But it's always good to hear too, though.
Oh, it definitely is. Yeah, it definitely is.
But anyway, to bring down the good vibes, let's keep
not
going. No, I know, but it's still
You think too much.
I know.
But Mick said for Shannon, look up clunge.
I have looked up enough shit. I looked up all these fucking things, and they were like, "I'm gonna shit in your mouth, and then you're gonna bark it up on my cock." And I'm like, "That's a thing? Like, that sounds awful. Like, I mean,
It
if
sounds
that's
awful.
that's fine."
Sounds awful.
And they make a name up for it.
I don't know that. I don't even know what that is.
The clunge. Oh, God.
What up, Dee? What around? Hello, Queen Shannon. And wait a minute, Dee, you were here already. I don't know what. Did I go backwards? Dee Dee's been here for a while. Yeah. Queen Shannon and Pulper Todd. Yes.
I couldn't be a queen without my popper.
Here's Dee Dee. 5.9%. What's 5.9%?
Probably mine. I think mine's 5 something. I can't do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't.
Blake said, thanks, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Blake rocks, Mick says. So, yeah, everybody's got Blake's back, so he knows.
Absolutely, Blake. Absolutely.
People have times that challenge,
Well, here's the thing.
That's for sure.
Here's the thing. Sure. I work with like fucking 80-year-old, 100-year-old patients with Alzheimer's, and they still talk about their mom and their dad. Like my daddy, my mommy. And I'm like, who else in your whole life is more important than your mom and your dad? Like, who more can you count on? So when you lose it, it's just like they teach you so much. And yes,
Well, I mean, it is a part of you, literally a part of you. I mean, not literally, but it is a part of you. I mean, on the inside.
And
when
I've lost my mom, he's like everybody. It's the fucking.
Well, that's also if you get a good mom or a good dad too. Though,
but even the people that don't get a good mom and a good dad, they still.
Some are better off without them though, because they get depending on the situation, you could not get a good one, and you get in a better situation where you now have a mom and dad adopted, where now they're better than where you were. So
that's true. I mean, that is true.
Yeah, but I've never met anybody that like, even if it's a bad mom or a bad dad, like you see all these like drug addicts that are fucking smoking meth, and their kids are in their home, and they're like 12, and then CPS come. They just want to go back to their mom and their dad.
Well, that's what they know. Yeah, I mean that's the other thing too. Like, when you're that age, you don't know what the world might actually entail for you.
Yeah.
So sometimes you go back because of that too.
It's just crazy the connection that you have.
Yeah.
Even if they don't do what they should do, It's just like a unexplainable bond. And then when you do have a good parent, you know, it's just like, ugh.
Yeah. But Dee Dee said, "Yeah, play tomorrow, hot as hell, but might as well get to it." So I'm about to end the life. Yeah, Dee Dee's gonna play. He's gonna play. He's gonna play. Todd's gonna get drowned. Oh, and 5.9%. LOL.
I have no.
Past 5.9.
There's no way I
Will
could
she waste
ever
paps
drown
on you?
Todd.
Waste paps on you there.
Todd don't even take baths. I could never even.
If I don't show up on the show next Thursday.
Oh shit! She killed him already. Did she kill him? What the hell happened there? I did not do anything. Let's see when they come back. All right. Damn, we thought she whacked you already. Like,
so I could go murder you.
it's like, damn, did she kill him that quickly?
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Yeah. But Mick said, but you got to admit, Blake in a dress would be a challenge in blank. So yeah. Shout out to Bri in the house. What is up, Bri? Cheers. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate the super chat there as well. And always appreciate it, never required. But big thank you to you, my friend, for that.
Woo! 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 Ow! Love that money.
No, those are pounds.
Appreciate that coming in with the big old super chat of the 20 pound from over there. I will enjoy a beer, and I will go to the beer fund. And if there's a beer you want me to check out, let me know, because I do have some of the English beers here as well.
Well,
nice.
I know you have like some people from, because I always watch what's his name, that he lost his wife or his girlfriend, and he's got the little girl now. And he lives.
Oh, you're talking about Craig.
Craig, yeah,
Oh,
Craig.
Yeah.
So
I was like, who you talking? I don't even know who.
Yeah, because I'm Facebook friends with him.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I forgot where I was going with it. Oh no, I remember. Like
I told you to get the notebook. I told you.
Right. See, you tried to warn her.
No, but I wonder if English people think American accents are as sex. Surely not, because we are like.
It depends where you're at, probably.
Say you are like.
No,
it might depend on where. Depends where you're at, because again, not every Englishman sounds like Craig, because there's different parts, so they have different accents there too.
Well, one of the English accents that I cannot stand, because I follow TikTok people, and there's this one girl who's super famous, and I watched her before, but she was like from Boston, and she had this, and I'm just like, or a New York accent, and I'm just like.
She have a Boston English accent?
You said it was an English person. How was she?
No, I'm talking about like.
American accents?
Yeah, American accents.
Okay.
Yes, like I think Southern accents are really like when a Southern.
You say you don't like Boston? You like people to get in the car?
Getting the cars and driving around
town. What's the matter with you? What's wrong with the car?
That is the one accent where I'm like, ugh. Yeah, like even if you're the best man or like, no, thank you.
The dog's getting scared.
Actually, when you had the comment of the snail trail, that made me think of a customer I said that was in Boston was talking about a snail trail one time driving home from a strip club.
Was she with him?
No, she wasn't with him. She was grinding on him at the strip club.
Oh, he had a snail trail.
Yeah, and he was driving home. He's like, God, what's that? And he looked down and he had just like whole like wet trail on his leg. So he said, that's funny he would say it. He's like, I took my pants off and threw them out the window because I didn't want my wife to know that I was at the yeah. He was this little short old dude. Like he was a little B.O. short old dude.
I bet she wouldn't have noticed.
No,
if she was married to an old short dude, she probably had enough sense. She was like, "Oh, go fuck yeah."
No, he was a fucker. I didn't like talking to him on the phone just because he was a Bostonian.
Oh,
or Bostonian for what they're doing, or New Yorker for what they're known for, but in perception, I say all of them are that way.
He had fun. He had fun when he was getting it, but then afterwards, he's like, "Oh God, this bitch man. She gave me the best time. But look what she did."
I don't even think he was out for that reason. He was just there with a bunch of like customers or something. I don't know what the deal was, but it was funny to hear him say that. It was just funny.
Oh, this is what I was.
Wait a minute. Let me get the rest of the comments here.
It's probably a good thing.
I told you write down the notebook, but you don't want to listen to me.
I know.
Right, dropping a bomb. Yeah, definitely. McT, okay, mate. I gotta start rocking McT's hat again. Now it's warmer. I don't really put that hat on, but the hat that Mick sent me from the UK is freaking awesome. Todd, that triple is good, but Sprecher triple is the bomb.
Oh, that one?
No, well, that one is the New Belgium. I didn't know you cracked that one open.
Yeah, I showed it a while ago before he put that comment.
I did not see that. I didn't do the untapped on it. Todd about to get laid. Todd's always about to get laid, so.
Yeah, he really is.
I thought Blake meant he was about to. I was like, good for you.
Oh.
Yeah, not
Not for the next week,
but
probably.
I can still,
Right, so hello, Blake. You okay? I don't even want to know what she was going to finish there, but I do know what she was going to finish there. But anyway, I know how to clear Google, Shannon. Just kidding.
Yeah, but does the FBI can always get in there.
Right.
So you get Apple, because Apple won't turn over stuff to the FBI.
I have Apple.
He turned her to eat cake off with Todd's head. Good brother, you bribe. Hello, you. Dealing death of a loved ones is a hard. Yeah, it is dealing with hard one for.
It's so awful. It is.
It's one of those things, right? That you know it's going to happen at some point.
Right, it's a part of life.
It's worse when it happens more sudden, right? Like when people don't make it to be say that older level.
I feel like it's better.
I feel like when you get to 80 or something like that, 90, you're kind of like, well, you know it's coming. You're more receptive to it. If you're like 60 and a half, that catches you off guard. So then that's a little bit harder, I think, to deal with.
That's a good point, though, because
my mom was sick and she laid in the hospital bed.
No, but that's a different angle. At that age,
when they're older,
at that age, yes, that's totally correct.
Yes.
But like her mom died when she was
56.
Right, so it's going to hit you harder because she's younger.
Well, and she
suffered. Here's the thing, yeah, she suffered for a while.
She was in the hospital trying to beat leukemia.
That's what I mean. It's like I read an article earlier this week about a woman who was wishing she could go ahead and have her, I think it was her dad die. He was like dealing with Alzheimer's, all kinds of stuff. He was going through the pain type thing, and you know, like some states, I guess, I don't know if some states or some laws where you can go ahead and have the plug pull if they're on a machine or something.
Yourself. Yeah.
But if they're not on a machine or something, that you got to go through it, and it's kind of like I've always felt like if a person wants to do that, they should have the option to do that. That's always been my thing. They should be able to make the decision.
Yes,
should have been like on a pedestal. Yeah. Like he should have been like, you should have the right to do what you want to do.
Because I've seen people that are like fucking 85 years old miserably live for the next 5-10 years. And it's like, I bet if they had a say so when they were younger, before they couldn't make their own decisions, they would have wanted to die before. Like, we can put dogs down. Why can't we put people down? You know, just like.
See, we're kind of on both ends of the spectrum because her mom got sick, had leukemia, got good, then got sick again, and then passed away. This is where my dad was out cutting grass and had a massive heart attack and died.
Yeah.
And I was over there on that Friday, like eating lunch with him. You know, they lived close enough to my work where I'd drive over there, had an hour, just hang out, chill, watch TV, whatever, bullshit with him. It was on a Friday, and then on that Sunday, it was like, I got the phone call, you know, it was like, that was it, you know, I mean.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe.
In a sense, like, it's better, but it's not better mentally because it's like you didn't know that was the last.
But I think in both your positions, even though it would happen to your dad just doing a basic activity.
Right, yeah. And
Shannon's mom was on a machine, you know, because she was trying to fight. It's like they were both younger than what we're taught to believe.
Right, yeah.
So I think, so I think that definitely still impacts you a lot more.
Yeah, my dad was like maybe 64, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I think
that's like, and I don't know if it's easier, but like when my mom.
I mean, there's nothing easy about it, regardless.
Right, but I pray that my dad dies mowing the grass. Because I don't want him to suffer.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it from that way, yes, I would totally 100% agree.
It's about them, not
like I wouldn't want to see him go through what your mom.
Right.
Well, I would think every kid wants their parent, if it happens, to not have any pain, right?
But the selfish side of me would be like, I wish I had
a chance to say goodbye.
The last point of like we did with your mom,
but
it was still terrible. I mean, it doesn't matter.
It's fucked both ways.
It's shitty either way.
But like with my mom, I'm like, we had this, and I was so worried about her for so long. I had so stressed out about it. When she died, I was sad, but I also had this like sense of relief because I didn't have to worry about her anymore. You know,
Yeah.
it was like both.
Well, I get
Yeah.
that. I get that. I totally get that part of it.
Yeah. Ryan said, couldn't drunk Blake. Oh, okay. I don't think Blake's been drinking too much, but yeah, he's done okay.
Oh, those are like British flags, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like the UK, over in the UK. Yeah, Great Britain.
Oh, well, I hope they answer my questions.
Well,
About
being asked it.
British people think American accent.
Oh, I don't know. Mick and Bry are both in England, so
Yeah.
if either of them, what do they think of the American accents? If you find them sexy, let us know in the comments for Shannon. Well, it started at 12-2, and it's been Golden State since. Is Golden State up that much? Up by 10 right now,
No.
yeah. I called it get by 6. I thought they would win in 6, so yeah.
I didn't even have it on. I said, I need to turn it on.
I don't fancy doing an American woman. I heard they got a thing for shitting in the bed, lol.
Yeah.
That was one trial. One trial, she shits the bed.
Her last name is Heard.
Literally the first person ever that shit the bed that you could actually say, I know a person that shit the bed. Because usually it's just a saying.
That shit in the bed is dropping a grumpy.
Well, shit in the bed is usually a saying, though.
No, I know. But
Yeah.
he said he did it in the court as dropping a grumpy. He's like,
Yeah.
excuse my French.
She dropped a grumpy.
She dropped a grumpy.
Probably look at the dog. Dog like, don't look at me. That wasn't me.
That dog
Yeah, it's
never.
like,
Yeah.
that's just bigger than I am. It wasn't me.
That wasn't me. Not this way, Johnny.
That's me. You better take me, have me checked out.
I would rush my dog to do that.
Yeah, no kidding.
The dog is like, wait a minute. I thought we had to go outside. We could do it in now? Like, no, I didn't get the memo. I did not get the
It
memo.
was like the bed's in safe though. Okay, all right.
I've been looking for trees and hydrants out here, and we could just jump on
I
a
can
pillow.
do it right here.
The whole
Yeah.
time I never had to go outside. What do you mean?
Pardon the pun, but that's shitty.
Yes.
Yes. You and Todd have Southern accents, Shannon, Big Daddy said. Because he's in Illinois, so.
You've never heard a Southern accent because maybe I do.
You
but,
have a little bit of a kind of a
yeah,
Southern
but
twang.
when you
Yeah.
really go
But
south,
But when you go to Tennessee or Mississippi or Alabama or something like that,
All
definitely.
right.
Is,
when you
Yes,
really
yeah,
go down like to North Carolina or Tennessee, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
well, we
Unless
try to tell Erin, aka Erie, that she has an accent. She doesn't believe. She's like, I don't have an accent. Yeah, you do have an accent. You're in South
Where's
Carolina.
she
You have an
from?
accent. South Carolina.
I don't know.
She keeps
Oh,
thinking she doesn't have an accent. I'm like, you do have an accent.
yes.
What do you call a poor stripper? Ugly. Or you could call her broke. She could be broke.
No, I bet those
And
ugly.
hey, broke and ugly.
No, I bet those ugly
I
strippers.
think
are
ugly
probably-
strippers probably still make bank.
Yeah, those ugly strippers are probably.
She's trying to work her way through college. Come on, help her out.
Yeah, yeah.
They probably need food.
Buy a girl a calculus book. McTeal.
Right.
Hoser is the sexiest accent.
Hoser.
Too
Trying to
funny,
prove-
right? Then to twerk, they would be on TV at home with the Kardashians.
If only we got paid like the Kardashians.
Right? Dirty 30s, nerdy 40s, thrifty 50s. If you hit his 60s, deny all knowledge mixes. Brian is asking what cute. Oh, the question. That was the question. Shannon was asking if you guys over across the seas thought American accents were sexy.
Oh.
Yeah. Both my grandmas had dementia, and it was really weight off my shoulders. When they passed, it was brutal. Yeah, that's what I mean. If it's something where they're older, maybe dealing with that, it's almost like you're not happy to see what's going to happen down the end, or you're not really wanting it to happen what's going to happen, but at the same point, there's a sense of relief.
But it is a
going to
relief,
happen.
yeah. Like
right.
she just had a patient last night, I think, in the morning, and
Mm-hmm.
she knew like the son, which he's like, I don't know, maybe in his 60s, maybe 50, late 50s, early 60s. And I met him down at the brewery one night, like him and his wife, and they come down, and he was always like, "Oh, you take such good care of my mom, whatever." She just
Right.
passed away like early this morning, like at 2 a.m. And I was like, part of you has to think like that's probably a good thing. Like you hate it, but it's
Right.
probably, you know, it's like kind of eases all the pain. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all around. Like I'm sure he probably hated it, but he doesn't have to deal with like he was there all the time. Something about like Dan with his mom just passing away or whatever, and yeah.
Right.
And Shane always loved her, like taking care of her and stuff. And he come in and met him, like I said, met him and his wife down at the brewery before a few times.
Yeah, no, I sat with
Like,
her and I was
they were
like,
great. Like
yeah.
they sent a nice text like, "Oh, appreciate you."
You were just like made it
Thank
so
you.
much
Yeah.
easier. Yeah, like, but I'm like, isn't that what a nurse is supposed to do? Like, don't be a
Confident.
nurse unless you fucking care about people.
Yes, but
Yeah,
I mean,
but there's some that don't for sure.
don't. You're like, why are you fucking doing this for? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, you got a skill
You're
for
the
you're
exception.
definitely more of a skillful type person, and because
Just more
you're
exception than the norm.
you have more of that empathy type thing, and
I am, and I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
because I'm like, and I text them that because I was like, maybe they don't want to be here because it's hard to watch your mother die.
Oh yeah.
But I texted him and I was like, it's getting close, but I'm here with her.
Well,
and
she stayed with her like
yeah, and I just
over last night. Just
Yeah.
to stay with her just because.
yeah,
you
and I'm
know?
just like, I sat in her room with her and held her hand, and I'm not a religious person, but I know she likes. So I like Googled like the old church hymns, and I played it next to her, and I gave her medicine, and I'm just like, I'm here. I'm just like,
you're an angel to a lot of people.
well,
Yes, I agree. You're
Yeah.
totally right, Rod. I like because most people that are nurses, there's some that are, but I'm like, you are like.
but I'm also.
I know you don't think that, but it's like you are more than a normal.
But I also feel like I get so much like
nurse or whatever that.
I get
does
There's
so
some
much,
nerd
like-
ratchets out there. Yeah.
food. Like I get fed from my job just as much as I give. It's
No,
not.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like you do, but most people do the nursing just for a
But everybody ain't like that either.
paycheck
Yeah,
or a
it's just
guaranteed
like-
job where they can go wherever and get paid, whatever. Like, I don't think you feel that way. Like, you just do it because
that's the fucking
It's an
thing you should
caring
do.
thing. Well, yeah, no,
it's
that's
a
what-
human being.
no, that's what I'm
And-
saying.
Well, it's a job.
It separates
Yeah.
you from 99% of the other nurses
Well,
out there.
maybe
Yeah.
not.
You don't think that, but you do. Like, I've heard enough from people's like the text that Dan sent you from. I've seen that enough through the years. Like, I know that.
Yeah, but
What you don't think
they give me just as much as
I'm
I
not-
give them.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying.
Right. I know what
I
you're
see
saying,
it from
and
the
I
outside.
appreciate
I see
that.
it from the outside as knowing how
I
good
know.
what you do or whatever. And you are,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But
We're going to appreciate a beer right now.
oh, I
So
always appreciate beers.
this is the beer that I just cracked open. I can't get the damn. Oh no, it's over here. I couldn't get it to come up. for a second.
Dragon's Milk.
Yeah. So I don't know if Vanessa's still here or not, but this is the Dragon's Milk Reserve Stoop Waffle. So if you've not seen this yet, it is now out. It is the 2022 Reserve number 2.
I've got to
Bourbon-
pick that up.
Bourbon barrel aged out with Stoop Waffle cookies. Don't know what that is, but it's in the Dragon's Milk.
Yeah, what is
Coffee,
Stoop Waffle?
Caramel, and cinnamon. 11% ABV. On here, we have inspired by the classic Dutch cookie, best enjoyed with a cup of coffee. Our brewers use rich caramel, vanilla, cinnamon, and freshly baked roasted coffee beans to bring the experience to our signature bourbon barrel aged stout. Right now, early count on this beer, average untapped rating 4.23, which is actually a really good score on Untapped. Let's see what some of the people said here. See if we got any friends that have had it first of all, as usual. Friends. Tasting Buddies gave it a 4 out of 5. Tom P, 4 out of 5. Don McCormick, 3.75 out of 5. My friends are going hard on it. Oh, we got Jeff at 4.2 out of 5. You all know Jeff. And
is that the guy that sits back in his jar?
3.75 from Minnesota Traveler. Tyler Shoelace is 4 out of 5. So yeah, my friends are a little more critical. 4.25 from Hanover. The only one that had a comment right here. Lightning flashes, the thunder rolls, and the dragon flies. The village has lived in peace and quiet for a long while. HG is tired of peace and quiet, and the villagers need to get their hackles up. Enjoy this desertly beer while HG burns it all down. So there you go. That's HG. And then 4 out of 5 there from Ori. So most of my people gave it 4 to 5. So got a lot of higher ratings, I guess, from the global type aspect of it. But the beer itself, obviously, is a stout, so it's dark.
So
the head dissolved rather quickly. What?
Drink it, and do you know what a stroopwafel actually is?
It's a Dutch cookie, according to this thing.
Sounds like something on the Urban Dictionary.
It does sound like.
It says a stroopwafel is a thin, round waffle cookie made from 2 layers of sweet baked cookie dough held together by a caramel filling.
And they made a beer after that.
First made in the city of Gouda, South Holland, Netherlands.
That'd be Denmark. Ooh. You know what it is? I think a stroopwafel.
So I'm kind of curious if you got like some of the caramel or cookiness out of
Oh, I
it.
get the caramel and I get the cookie. It reminds me of the Danish cookies in the blue tin that you like get at Aldi around Christmas.
Like the ones the grandmas used to give you all the time?
Yeah, Christmas.
Yeah, and I love them fucking cookies. I'm gonna tell
Yeah, those
you.
are good.
Oh.
Yeah, I pick them up when I go to Aldi if I go to one.
I'm about to get. I've seen that one at one of our local liquor stores has it, but I haven't picked it up yet.
For PA Brew News, it is a bit thin. Does have some thinness in here for 11% ABV. I'd say that.
I feel like most of the Dragon
11%.
are kind of thin.
Yeah, session now.
Yeah. Session.
Okay. Okay.
It's not like it's Mad Dog, Shannon.
Let him finish.
Trying to ruin my night, aren't you?
Let him finish your review.
No, I have a full review coming on it. I'm just enjoying it right now, Shannon.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you like that little sweetness of like the Danish cookies or those cookies in the blue tin, you get that with this, and there's a little bit of that coffee caramel type back into it. I'll do a full thing on the review.
So here's the thing. When we go out, I'm very friendly. And so
What? You?
Yes.
I know, it's hard to believe, isn't it?
So I talk to men, I talk to women, I talk to everybody. And so my friend Nicole, that's the bartender at Our Lady, I met her brother like, I don't know, probably 6 months ago, 6 months ago.
Probably the end of last year,
Yeah.
maybe.
And so
I
she
think.
just now told me because, you know, Todd's like, people aren't like you. They're not so friendly. Maybe they think you're hitting on them or you're a swinger. And I'm like, I'm not. So now I feel like I have to pass or wear a t-shirt or pass out cards like, I'm not hitting on you.
I just
I'm
like
not
to
a swinger.
talk. I'm not a swinger.
Yeah. So Nicole tonight, she was like, that's so funny because my brother said there's no way they're not fucking other people because I was so friendly to him. And I'm like, that is so fucking funny that he would say that.
That's what I was like, what? She's like, well, since y'all brought it up, I'm
Yes.
just
I
I
was
want to
like,
say it now
are
just
you
because.
fucking kidding me? I'm like, now I gotta tell everybody.
I'm like,
I feel like y'all should pull up to the brewery now like an old bubble van.
That was so fucking. I'm like, why didn't you tell me a long time? Because this is fucking hilarious. Like,
well, she probably wanted to tell you, but there's
She-
probably like a point to
she
where
was
it just
like, are
tried-
they swingers?
And then we have to be talking about swingers, and then she's
Yeah.
like, well, since you're on topic, I'm going to say this now. I was like, really?
That is so fucking hilarious because we are not.
I was like, oh my God.
But I'm like,
well, she said, she's like, I didn't think you was, but she's like, it's funny that my brother even said that. She's
like that is insane to me. I'm like, I'm just being friendly. I'm just talking to you. Like,
No, but I always said that too. I was like, that's part of maybe what the person might be thinking when you're talking to them, just because you're.
I mean, a lot of people don't do that. Yeah, it's just like, you know. Yeah.
I mean, nowadays you never fucking know what the other person might be thinking.
and then I was like, I know I'm naive, but like, am I so? I feel like I'm just like so innocent, thinking that like
Yeah, both. Yes.
I'm just like, what?
Yes and yes.
What?
She would be like the Get Out person. You know, she'd be lost and just thinking, oh, no, it's okay.
That would totally be me. Yeah. I'm like, you're just friendly like me. Yeah, like,
She walks into a scene like from Caligula or something. So it's like,
That is such a shame. Why can't people connect with each other?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
they connected in Caligula. Yeah.
It just makes me so sad for people that they can't accept a friendly person without thinking they're trying to like get something from them.
right.
Just what
No, I
people
know.
used
No,
to
I
know.
know. I get that.
It makes me so sad.
Look at
Switch
Big
to hot
Daddy's like
butcher. Yeah, he's
swatting
got
his
the
hot butcher around like it's
that
no
hot
big
butcher.
deal.
I still got his hot butcher beers I need to drink though. So yeah, greatest for useful. They do a great job. I've been seeing a lot of people pop up, and I haven't got anything with hot butcher since last year or something. Now.
Well, they probably don't have your new address.
No, I sent it to him when I moved and stuff. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Let's say whoever lives in your house now is probably getting a bunch of beer on the doorstep. Like,
they probably
this
would
is
be.
great.
They would send a shit.
Yeah, I love it.
Probably more
Yeah.
rents, and they're like,
Yeah,
What-
probably. What the hell is this
"What
devil juice?
Satan's child lived here before
Why is
us."
this devil juice in my
What up, Trez? Trez in the house. Cheers, homie.
Yes.
It's a year Todd from the background.
Are you gonna tell him to shut up or join like you tell me to?
No, because he's coming. He's already joined.
I
You're
know.
not joining when I yell to join. Yeah, Coke and whiskey will make you shit the bed. It can, depending if you don't know how your level.
Yeah,
I've actually got some.
it
I
happened.
didn't get the Coke and whiskey. Somebody asked me if I got the Coke and Jack yet, but I haven't gotten that yet. But they have the new one they put out there. But in cans, Coke and Jack in a can.
Mm.
So you take it on the go with you. There's an accent change every 10 miles here, Mick said. Yeah, they're different over in England, like, because Craig, he's in Kent, and he has an accent, but his accent's different from Harry. I don't know where Harry's actually located at over there, but then Peter, who's a Clueless drinker, he has a different slightly.
They're all fucking sexy
Rob,
as hell. They're
yeah.
all sexy as hell.
All
English
the-
accents.
Just all the accents. So they all have some different things from
Like
wherever
you
they're
don't even
located
have
at.
to be hot. You just have to have an accent. Like what the fuck? That's my
No,
Oh, it is.
no
So
Irish
this,
flashy
you make
accent.
a whole
It's the
full
red
beer out
hair.
of all of these.
accent. It's
Brian,
not-
are you in Ireland, Brian? Why did I think in England? You might be Ireland. I might have been
It's
confused.
the
with
red
that.
hair.
Yeah.
red hair is hot.
Well, that's what got what's his name? Rick Astley. All those dollars back in
Oh
the
my
day.
God, I love Rick Astley.
You've been Rick Astley.
He can sing too.
Never gonna give you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it more shocking that Rick Astley, when you saw him, he had red hair, or
That he wasn't black.
That he wasn't black?
This
Which was more shocking?
That's a good
I
question.
think for me, it was that he wasn't black. First of all, when you ever heard of him, you thought he was black, and then when you saw who he was, you're like, what?
Yes, I would agree with you on that. I was like, he's not
Yeah.
black. Got red hair, that's different. Yeah, okay. But
Yeah, you were
But
like,
he's not black.
I
Yeah,
could
that
deal
isn't
with him
black.
being white, but he's a pale, red-headed Irish person. And so that's the thing.
Rick Astley? Well, he's American.
Right, but you were like, you thought he was black, and not only was he white, but he was like fucking
Oh,
pale,
redhead.
redhead.
Yeah.
And so you're like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
my mind doesn't work the way I think it does.
Did not see that coming. Did not see it.
I love that when it happens to me.
But
I
I mean,
fucking love it when that happens.
It's like him and who's the old Michael McDonald. If you listen to the radio, you would think he was black the whole time. And then you see him perform.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
really? What? Wait a minute. He's not black. Like I thought he was black. Like
no, but they always put like Rick Astley things like you've been Rick Astley. So
Yeah.
like when you're downloading shit, like not supposed to be downloaded, and all of a sudden it'd be like his video or whatever, like you've been Rick Astley.
Okay, Rod.
Like, yeah,
and Brian just say Brian is England. Brian is England.
I
Okay, so I
already
was
know
right.
Todd's answer. Do you like to be right or do you like to be wrong?
I like to be right. I don't want to be wrong.
I love to be wrong.
Thank you.
I
Why
don't
would
want
you
I don't want to be wrong.
Because when you're wrong, you learn stuff. You learn when you're wrong.
I can see that when you're wrong, but I don't want to be wrong. I want to be right.
Love to be
Yeah, but
wrong.
nobody wants to be wrong.
No.
Not like you do.
I
mean,
love
you're not-
to be wrong.
Let me ask you this: do you want a pilot who's always wrong or one who's always right?
Well, I mean,
Why you're playing?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought we could make that, but I was wrong.
Yeah,
Well,
misread just a little bit.
that's what comes from somebody that likes to be right.
You know, it comes from
Like-
a smart guy. It's like, yeah, I never don't want to just bottom out in the ocean here.
But the way I think about it is that,
I
like,
thought we could have made it.
You're a surgeon. I mean, I think we can cut
No,
that
but the
cord.
way
Oh,
I
we
look
can't
at
cut
it
that.
is
We
that-
can't cut that cord.
no, but
We need suture.
Oops.
no, but
Suction,
the way I look
suction.
at it, if I get on a
On second
plane
thought, sorry.
and he's wrong, then I'm like, all right, well, this is my time to die. You know, I'm like, or maybe
No.
it's a teaching moment
That's
for the
what I'm
pilot.
saying. Like, you're not like
I'm just
99%
like,
of people.
I thought I grabbed the parachute, but apparently I got the backpack.
Yeah. I
There
grabbed the
goes
wrong one.
There goes all the picnic stuff.
I'm just pretty much okay with everything. Like, I'm just like, okay, we'll figure it out.
Well, I wouldn't say everything, but
What am
Mix
I
it.
not okay with?
let's.
Connie.
Huh?
I'm not okay with Connie.
Oh, you're patient.
Yeah. I'm not okay with Connie tests me. I fucking love her, but I'm also like, oh my God, girl. Like,
Yep,
oh,
you were talking nice about her, right? Though.
I know I love her. I do love her.
Mick says, I like a woman to fanny fart my birthday candles out, all 84 of them, without burning a bush.
So you want her farts to be enough to blow the candles out, but you don't. You want some hair on the pussy, so she doesn't burn those out.
It's like analyzing everything.
Well, that's what he
That's what she
said.
does, right? That's what
what
she does.
he said. What other bush is he talking about?
There was a TikTok video where a woman, she flipped herself upside down at the door. I don't know if you saw this one. She's put herself upside on the other side of the door that was closed, and she called her husband or boyfriend or whatever. He opened the door up, and she just was upside down, so she just farted right in his face. Like, he was like, he didn't look happy about it, of course, but yeah. Funny.
Well, I do wish I would have I wish I was a little bit more sexy in that way.
Do you though?
I do, because I'm like, after all these years, I'm like, what's so sexy about me anymore? So I'm like, I'm farting and
Not too late for that.
never turn me down. You never
Nick
turn
is on fire.
me down, so. At least I still want to have sex with you after 25 years.
The Hoser accent changes for every town down the 401 highway. The 401 is funny you mentioned that, Gilbert. So, you know, you're getting older when you start watching shit like on the Weather Channel, right? And they got this show that's called like something highway or the whatever, but they do highways where the guys have to tow stuff off the roads. It's like some of the worst highways. Cincinnati, I-75 is one there a lot.
It's the ice truckers, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's
No,
the-
not ice truckers. No. These are tow crews. But they do the 401. They do the 401 in Ontario as well, which I guess is crazy on some of the wrecks they deal with up there. But it's just interesting that he said the 401 because I know the 401, even though I've never been on it because I'm watching freaking Weather Channel show.
The 75 is bad. 65 is bad.
Yeah. Well, you remember when they had the fire on 75 with the truck that hit the cars or whatever? Yeah. Do you guys remember hearing about that? Like,
No, I do. I do.
Like 2 years ago, like a truck tried to hit the brakes, ended up hitting cars, and the cars caught on fire. They shut down 75 both ways to work on it. It was like an October day or whatever, but that was one of the episodes they actually had when they were doing that, which was interesting because I was fucking there. I know that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You
I do
know,
remember that.
do you ever watch Body Cam?
I don't. I've never seen Body
Or
Cam.
Live PD?
What is it, live? No, I'm not a big fan of live PD because I feel like they kind of like I used to watch Cops when I was younger, but then I like started watching them more, and I feel like they try to market like stuff the police are doing kind of as a thing. So I stopped watching. I don't watch like that.
I'm really
but live PD is back again. I know.
I'm not really concentrating
Oh,
on
it
the
is?
cops.
Yeah, they're bringing it
Well,
back.
they're going to do it to a different station.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not on.
Because when like the George Floyd thing happened, they were like, cut it
Oh,
off.
yeah.
And rightfully so. But now they're going to bring it back on a different station.
Yeah.
But
So it's not A&E no more. or
no,
whatever
but
it
I'm
is.
like, I watch it not for the fucking cops.
Yeah.
Like, listen.
Well, they used to film and.
Well, it's not always bad. I've seen cops do good things on there as
Yes.
well. It's just that
not-
I feel like it's just there's some things like I feel like there's no need to watch for me. Like
It's staging. It's staging.
yeah,
I
yeah.
used to film in, well, I say hometown, but literally like 5 miles from our house.
Yeah.
It used to be kind of my hometown. I went to school in the city they used to
Yeah.
film in. So I went to school with one of the cops that was on the show all
Denver.
the time. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this. It was like he wasn't that cool back
Yeah,
in high
because he was
school.
like this
Yeah.
short guy syndrome.
He was younger than me, but I was like, this is probably a little bit made up for TV, sort of.
People
I mean,
change.
he was a cool guy. He was okay, but he was also kind of like, he was the younger brother of an older guy that was, so he kind of had the, kind of like I was with my brother in a
Yeah.
sense, like, yeah, you know.
But you didn't like be like, I'm just as cool as my brother. You just
no,
kinda
but he was
yeah.
kind of the same way.
Right.
Filling in, but he was a little short guy, and then, you know, he was a short guy on the
Right.
show too, but playing
Like
deep.
It's like a runt.
We used to watch it all the time, just on the up and down the certain highway, like the state road or whatever. It's like, oh shit, we used to go up and down that highway drunk all the time.
Yeah, because I'm like, we need to get out of here because we're going to be on live PD. if we
Right.
don't.
No, she would
Yeah,
say
I
that.
was
She's
like, we need to go home
Get down, get
because-
out of here now.
because I'm not going to be on live PD tonight. Yes.
Shout out to Paul P. Brew News in the house as well.
What's up, Paul?
Big Daddy, I was working with Polish electricians. They hired a guy from North Carolina. They couldn't understand him, so they had to talk. I had to talk to them. I could barely understand. Yeah, I mean, talking to some people from the South, from the North, is kind of like, yeah, there's different. Not just the accent. It's just sometimes the tempo. Sometimes the words run together.
Yeah.
It was
How
There was
we
a-
use,
That's true.
like catty
That's true.
corner and kitty corner.
well, those are two different things, but just the words themselves, they run words together like
yeah,
that.
catty and kitty
Yeah,
mean the same
yeah.
things, but
Yeah, but from our big daddies, that would be kitty corner. I
where's
feel.
Big
This
Daddy?
is Chicago area.
Yeah, it's just like
We say
sometimes to pick up stuff. I mean, like,
Right.
you know, like I said, you watch Swamp People, they put subtitles on it because some of the accents are just like deep Louisiana, and you're
But
trying to
they do
keep
it on
up on stuff.
Moonshiners. They do it on Moonshiners.
Yeah.
Too. Maybe like North Carolina or, you know.
I just love people that are different than me. I fucking love people that are different than me. Makes me the happiest.
She's happy, y'all. She's happy.
I mean, I'm pretty happy. I'm always
Yeah.
pretty happy.
PB. Yeah, go hard on it. I don't even know where Paul. Going into Paul's comments, I don't even know where you guys left off. But I'm sure he's got stuff. Cheers, Brian. 6 down, 13.7. Oh, 13.7 barrels, bro. Wine, love the vanilla caramel stroop waffle. Ooh. Which one is that? Which one are you drinking it under? Who's that from?
Nice.
Suck it, not yeah. But you know, it's your house. Whatever you're doing in the safety of your own home.
Only Paul. Only Paul.
Damn Thin Brews with definitely a session now, right? 11% session now. That's what I'm saying.
You know what
And-
I think makes this world unhappy?
Stroop waffle, waffle cone caramel, waffle cone. Feel guilty for eating that shit. Big Daddy said, "Yeah." What makes it?
What makes the world unhappy is worrying about what everybody else is thinking about what you're doing. You know,
spend time thinking about other people, what they're doing?
everybody is worried.
I don't.
If they can't be themselves,
I'm myself.
like in your job, and like everybody's afraid. That's what I always tell my daughter. Like, I'm like, you know what? Like, fuck them. Like, be you. Like, if they don't like it, then that's their problem. Like, be who you, and I promise you, once you do that, more people will love you because you're free and you're happy. And
And she says, "It works like, Mom, I got fired."
it's easier said than done. I mean, it took me a long time to learn that because I used to
I
be.
took it a long time.
I used to be just like her. I used to be like when I was the hottest I ever been, and I could have done anything. But then now I'm like, I'm not as hot, nearly as hot. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Like I am who I am.
Yeah, but you're also old.
All right,
too.
Pop. All right,
I am old as fuck. I'm old as fuck.
Popeye. I am who I am.
No, it's weird.
Brian's laughing at the swinger.
Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Bryce said, "You trying to convince me you're not?" I'm talking about being a swinger. That's what
I
he was
mean,
talking about.
and you can think that I'm not, but if that's what you need to believe, I'm okay with that.
Pull the cellar brew son, Old Jack, 20-year-old Scottish Imperial Stout. Ooh,
Ooh, nice.
very nice.
How is it?
Nice, EG. Yeah.
How was it?
What up, Todd? Hear you, bro? Yeah, definitely.
What's up, Trez? I think it went to the
Hopefully you're staying cool in Cincy too, Trez. Y'all had some heat coming through, like hot.
Yes.
Yes, Trez.
Yeah.
We're actually we need to go meet up with Trez.
I would
He's
love to meet up with
Well, he's in
Trez.
Cincinnati, so he ain't that far from us, right?
Yeah.
Trez is where you
Yeah,
are,
it's in Cincinnati, yeah.
right?
Well, I'm trying to figure out time when I'm back in August. They're like, "Oh, we got this thing here. We're trying to get together for dinner." You're like, I gotta go to all these damn things. Like, I don't want to spend all the time with y'all while I'm in
Yeah,
town.
right.
I got other people I want to see. I'm like,
Or they don't want to spend that much time with us.
No. Rod is saying you don't want to spend time with work.
work's bringing
yeah,
us
yeah,
in.
yeah.
And they keep adding stuff to the calendar. We're doing a dinner here, and like I gotta be all day with y'all motherfuckers and do a dinner. Like,
Rod, I have something to say.
right. I like you guys that much.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I know y'all sign my checks and y'all bringing me in, but give me some time.
You did disappoint me one time.
I disappointed you.
You disappointed me.
I feel like it had to do with fried bologna.
No.
Was it fried
it's-
bologna?
No.
It's
never
when
mind.
we went to the Cincinnati Beer Fest.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
And then we were going to go out afterwards, and you fucking bailed on us.
Oh,
And you didn't come hang out with us.
Did I?
You went home.
You totally did.
Well, I told her. Well, she had to pick me up at a certain time there. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You got responsibilities. But I was like, hey, Eric came back with us. I'm like, I wish
Yeah.
Rob was here.
I mean, when Todd came up, we went to the house, we did a bunch of stuff. So we were like, yeah. I just,
well, I'm glad Todd got that party. I'm so glad.
Nobody cares about you.
I'm so glad.
Well, even when Todd was here and Joe was here, and when Todd and Joe and Eric and them were all here, I did, about from one of the breweries because she doesn't drive at night, so she had to pick me up for the day.
Yeah.
And but I told them where to go to for other stuff. They still had a great time. I can't be everywhere.
We did.
I can't be
But
everywhere.
No, he's talking about when me and Eric and Joe and
his dad.
his dad.
Yeah.
Because I keep
Jack-
hearing you
Jack's
and Joe's
hilarious.
dad would be like this. They're like, you and Joe's dad would be like this.
Jack, I think Jack had the most fun freaking at Braxton than anybody did. Once he
he
started talking to the beer drinkers, and we were like, getting all the free drinks inside, and he was seeing all the different girls there. He's like, "Have you seen the Jack Daniels girl? Come here. You got to see the Jack Daniels."
And I'd be
Like,
like,
we're going over here. He's like, "Well, you know, I'll be or the shot girl or whatever."
Is he
Like,
married?
no, I don't.
I mean,
Joe's,
if he is, you can enjoy a beautiful
No, I don't
day.
think he is. I don't think he
yeah,
is.
I didn't
Joe's,
like-
yeah.
Jack, I'm your wingman. I'm gonna get you late tonight.
Oh, it was a blast. Yeah, I'd love to see Joe and Jack again. They're hilarious. Jack and Coke Road Pops, right? Sunderland, England. So that's where Brian's at. I mentioned JV in the house. Cheers. Are we drunk yet? Well, I'm
What's
not.
up, JV?
I don't think Todd is, but Shannon.
Is that a question?
3 beers to get me drunk.
How many beers have you had?
Maybe.
You're on 4 now, and you had probably 4 before we got home.
No, I think I had 7. But they're like 5%.
Ish.
Three,
We'll say
5,
ish.
yeah, like.
She's trying to do the math now.
Plus some of the shots of the bourbon and.
No, it was just I just tasted it. I gave you most of
That's
it.
still a shot.
I mean, I'm drunk after 2 beers. Like everybody thinks I'm this big drunk, but I'm like, give me 2 beers and I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
like
keep-
it
but you
don't
keep-
take
Yeah,
much.
that's
But
true.
you keep rolling. That's the thing. You just keep rolling.
You're right.
Yeah.
I do. I'm like, it's not time to go to bed yet. It's not time to go to bed yet.
I would say you like Limp Bizkit, but I don't think you want me to call you Limp Bizkit.
No,
So.
you can call me. You can call me whatever you want. Yes,
Have
I'm
you-
okay with that.
I don't know if you looked at Urban Dictionary for Limp Bizkit.
Well, I mean, if you think I'm a Limp Biscuit, then you.
Nobody wants to be a Limp Bizkit.
But maybe I don't agree with it. But you do you. Like I might not agree with it, but you
I'm pretty sure you would agree with me. You don't want to be a Limp Bizkit.
What's a Limp Biscuit? Todd's gonna Google it. I might agree with you.
JV said, cheers, Roger and crew. Cheers, JV. Make sure y'all check out JV's channel tomorrow when he does the Friday night show over there as well. Always fun. Leeds is where Mick is over in England. I'm drunk at JV's hangout. Gilbert said he ain't the only one at JV's hangout being drunk. MT says, JV, you see Shannon's expression, she's reading now what Limp Bizkit is.
But I'm not a male. But I'm not a male masturbating in a group.
But you, yeah.
Am I in the middle? I don't understand how that applies to me.
She's confused.
I don't understand how that applies to me.
One to the biscuit, and the last one has to eat the biscuit.
Am I the biscuit?
Well, you'd eat, onto a biscuit, but you would eat. The last one had to eat the biscuit.
Can eat the biscuit with all the.
Oh no, absolutely.
Boo on
not.
the biscuit.
You want the biscuit? And
Yeah.
I'm here to
With all the gravy on the biscuit.
Yeah, the
no.
gravy. You like sausage and gravy? Maybe you like the biscuit.
Yeah. It's kind of the same-ish.
I'd be in the circle going, "Go boys, go! You got this. Do it, do it." And then they do it, and I'm like, I'm not eating that biscuit, but like, whatever. I'm glad y'all had a good time.
She's so high.
Yeah, I'm like, it's
But
just what a human male body does.
Could they put a dollar amount on it that would make you eat the biscuit?
Oh no!
I feel like Paul should intervene in this conversation.
No, Rod.
I haven't gotten that far down in the comments yet,
No,
Todd.
Rod, is there a dollar amount that you would eat the biscuit?
No, but
No.
women
I
are
feel
more.
like you would
Some
have a
women are
dollar amount before I would have a dollar amount.
Some women are more used to that diet than men. So right, so
That's that diet.
I'm not used to that diet, but like maybe you are.
Oh, wait.
Because how much money would it take for him to eat?
No, I know what you're saying. Now you're just like,
No.
you're
That's
on a
not-
whole different road there.
that's not on my diet plan now.
Yeah, right.
Seriously.
It depends how hungry I am.
Oh,
Daryl
wow.
Hall sounds. Yeah,
Can I wipe it off?
No.
Big Daddy, you're right. Daryl Hall sounds when he did it too. But you saw but you can see like Daryl Hall growing up like in a part of Philly or something like that too, being like the cool kid there. So, but
Go get another beer.
Yeah,
it
you
was
can.
just,
Get another drink.
Yeah. Watch this.
No,
It's back.
do you need another drink?
Yes.
Why do you push away from my touch?
What am I gonna do? Lean into you?
Yes. Do you need another beer?
I ain't playing no Barry White
Yeah,
music for y'all. I'm just saying.
Do what?
I'm not playing no Barry White music for you two.
Let's get it on.
You see me?
Because there's no other beers in here.
Shannon, is that why you don't put up curtains? You love to be wrong.
I'll take one of those.
No.
Look at tell Shannon JV's comment.
Is that why you don't put up curtains?
You love to
I'm
be
okay
wrong.
with being wrong.
Just for JV, we're gonna turn around. There you go, JV. There's your curtains.
No, get here for the curtains. Todd, can I pick one out or do you need one?
That's fine.
Jesus, man.
They forgot tampon. Yeah, but Mick, there's a shortage in tampons here.
Yeah, apparently that's what I heard too, right? Like that's taking place. At least it's not toilet paper this time. Everybody needs toilet paper.
Right?
Only half need the other.
That's what I said. It's like some of half the population needs a tampon, I think, maybe.
I mean, but if it was bad enough, could you use a lot of toilet paper? Maybe I don't know.
That's what
I don't know.
Shayna said. She's like, that ain't that big of a problem. Like, you could find ways around it if you had to. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's not baby formula. It's fucking
Yeah,
tampon.
she's like, it's not baby formula. It just fucking stops bleeding.
401 is brutal, but they're scary with the two areas. Yeah, the 401 looks brutal, Gilbert, from the footage I've seen. On
First
it.
world problems.
So I drank a couple shots of Uncle Nearest. Great time earlier today. Great film. Oh, nice, Trez. I've heard a lot of good things about Uncle Nearest before. It's whiskey. I hear you, Shannon. I love diversity. It's awesome. You learn a lot from others that way. Well, yeah.
No, it's...
I love it when I'm wrong.
You don't got to be wrong to learn, though, Shannon. That's the thing.
I fucking want to learn everything.
But you don't got to be wrong to learn.
You don't. Maybe you don't, but maybe I do. You know?
I don't think you have to. I just think
Well, that's
it's a
and
sharing
you
of
don't.
ideas. It's just a sharing of ideas.
Or you can be like, listen, this is how I feel. And then you tell me how you feel. And then maybe they can learn something from me and I can learn something from them.
Yeah, Mick's always got the
It
jokes.
ain't barrel aged. Try it.
Okay.
What did you get?
It's sweet as fuck. It's been down in the fridge forever.
What the hell is
Of all
it?
the ones she picked, she's like, hey, go downstairs to get some. I was
Oh.
like, okay, do it. Like, this thing's been downstairs forever for a reason.
Oh,
Well, then
Angry
it's time to
Chair
be
title
Joe.
art. Yeah.
Is that, I thought that was Untitled Art.
It is.
Yeah. Angry Chair on
And
title
Angry
art.
Chair.
Oh,
It's,
it's
no,
a
it's
collab.
no, it's good, but it's fucking sweet as Wilford
Molasses.
Brooks be knocking on the door
Well,
in a minute.
Then go pick your own beer.
No, I already-
Knock, knock.
no,
Who's
try
there? Dia who? Diabetes.
I can smell it. It's sweet. It smells like maple syrup.
Trying to tell us what it tastes like.
Gilbert said on the stout he's having is intense with a heavy mouthfeel, so he's enjoying it, I think, with that one.
Just try it. Tastes just like
Maple syrup?
Aunt Jemima's.
I'm scanning loans for pink flamingos and garden gnomes while I'm working.
Okay.
Yeah, we did talk about the pink
No,
flamingos
I
and
can.
garden gnomes. I forgot about that. Yeah. You guys don't have that in the front yard, do you? We talked about
Garden
that
gnomes?
before.
No, we ain't
And the
getting
pink
that.
flamingo? Because that would confuse people also. I'm just saying.
That means you
No,
have to
no.
care about your front yard.
No, that means you're a swinger. We talked about that.
Oh, the pineapples?
But people also
flamingos?
use pink
Gnomes?
flamingos and gnomes as well. On the side.
No. I mean, I don't mean to put off swinger vibes. I mean, I really don't.
You're just a friendly gal.
And Todd's like, I feel like everybody's just like me. And Todd's like, they're not, though. And I'm like,
We've had arguments about this. Not, well, bad discussions. about
discussions.
this.
He's
Yeah.
like, you don't understand. And I'm like, no, they don't mean anything. You know, it's just like they're just trying to connect.
And she's in her world like, oh, wow, wow, wow. I'm like, no, it's not the way it is. I'm telling you, it's not the way it is.
But I'm like, maybe you think people are too bad, and maybe I think people are too good. You know?
I mean, it could be
Or
both.
maybe you think people are good and maybe they're not good.
Right.
Well, that makes me so sad.
Mostly that, probably, for
I
sure.
think everybody's got so much goodness in them. You know, like,
I just think people are.
and if they aren't,
And then-
then
and
maybe I
then
can
they're-
show them how to be good.
I think people are, and they're designed by whatever their cultures are
No,
brought
you
up
pick this-
into.
It was like the back of the fridge. It's like,
You gotta-
oh,
you gotta-
I
go
don't
back in
know.
there and pull it out.
I'm
You
just
gotta,
like,
you gotta
I
drink
just-
it at some point.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's back there for a reason.
The trend
but-
said, "You ain't lying, folks. Hot as fuck for 3 days, and to top it off, bad storm, knocked out over 100K. All is well now. The damn generator pump energy sounded like 1,000,000 mowers." Yeah, I heard about all the crazy stuff. I had one of my
Yeah.
friends saw a tornado down the street from where he lived. Luckily, they weren't affected by it. And then the power being out, one of his neighbors had to get like the Cousin Eddie RV because they were pumping in air because their power went out, so they're using it as a generator or something. Yeah.
Sucks.
But Rod, don't you think most people are good? They just snuff it out.
Mm-mm. I don't think there's a good. I don't think there's a good or bad. I think like I just think people are, and that people get shaped by their surroundings.
I agree with that.
I don't think anybody's born good or bad. I just think you're born, and then it's the environment you're in that kind of shapes how you become down the line.
I agree with that. That's what I tried to say too, but I was totally wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
That's
You're not wrong. That's just your opinion. And I'm not saying I'm right. It's just how you feel. And I feel that, like,
No, I remember you asked me that, and he's like, people born good. I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't think they're born good. And you're like, went off on a tangent.
I feel like people are born good and the bad things that happen to them make them bad.
No, that's kind of what Rod was saying. Is like the surroundings kind of make you that way.
Yeah.
Like you are.
Nature
what you-
or nurture.
we already did
Like-
this before, I think.
I know. I do
Yeah,
everything.
JV says Shannon math only drank 4 and 4 more, so 7. But they were only 5% drinks. So 7 times 5 is 20. So not bad.
But you know what?
That could be more
That
true.
is a
That could
very-
not be more
yes.
true, JV. Could not
That
be
is
more
a
true.
very fair statement.
That is
Yeah.
100% correct.
But I bet my bad math bothers you more than it bothers me.
Like the Amy Schumer type math. Like the K Holmes level.
That that's a true statement.
Drunk math, that is. Yeah, we should have a drunk math segment on the show.
No, we shouldn't.
Oh, what we should have is a drunk math versus a sober Shannon and see which is drunk.
You all will totally win.
No, we're not
I had wine with dinner, 2 piss, 5.9 during cooking, 2 King Krispies, and an Old Jack for dessert. Or Old Jock. Old Jack? Old Jock. I can see Shannon getting a DUI sitting on Todd's face pedal in his ears.
If Todd would let me drive, that might happen.
Oh, shit.
But Todd would be like, you can't drive.
Me too. I need a translation. Yanks, I am lost.
That is a very true statement, though. That could totally happen.
Oh, bro.
Well, maybe that's let you drive more.
Bed Bath and Beyond clearance bin curtains. Oh, yeah, energy. And Beatus, right? Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Right? Yeah, Trent agrees with that as well and everything.
So he thinks everybody's bad?
No, that you're born how you are, and then your circumstances shape whether you be a good or a bad person, how you come up through the environment. I don't think there's no good or bad when you're born. There isn't. You learn as you become someone.
Yes, you're just like a blank slate.
Mm-hmm.
But I am not a religious person at all, and my brother's like, so everybody wants to save my fucking soul, and I'm like, I am more of a Christian than a lot of people, because my soul tells me to be a good person. You know, like that's what makes me feel good is to help people and be good, and like whether you agree differently than me, it's just like be good to people. Just fucking be good to people. How fucking hard is that?
It's hard. You think a lot of people, yeah. Some people are just bitter. Some people are just. You ever meet people that are just?
The bitter people need us the most.
Some people are just mad to be mad. Sometimes, like not, I would say mad. They're just downers off the bat to be downers. Like whatever you say, they always find it down. It's just part of their setup.
Exactly right.
Well, so I hooked up with one of my friends from high school, elementary, middle school, and high school, and then like I'd spent one night with her, Marie. And she kept calling me Positive Polly. All right, Positive Polly. You know, like, because I'm just like,
well, you're pretty positive all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. And she's like, all right, Positive Polly. So when I was with Emily today and she was bitching about, like, Blake's parents were coming over, I'm like, listen, I'm like, you can punch me in the face if you want to. Because, like, maybe
I'm... problems.
No, I said, like, they could live, like, 10 miles from you and be here all the time, but they're only here every so often. So just like, it's okay. Just like deal with what you got. Like, but you could be dealing it with way more often, but you're just dealing with it. Like, you know, just look on the positive side of things.
Positive Polly.
She don't like to deal with it, period.
No, but she was like, because I said, you can punch me in the face because I'm like, I know I'm like, you know, like just look on the bright, because you want to punch those people in the face sometimes. It's just like, let me fucking have my problems, but you got somebody saying like, no, it's all rainbows and sunshine. And I feel like I'm that girl.
It's hard to do when you live with Bob Ross.
Am I Bob Ross?
Yeah, I'm not Bob Ross. Apparently.
I'm just like, I'm just so
happy. There's no mistakes.
Happy rainbow, happy.
And I was like, punch me in the face when I say this. That's fine. I understand. But I'm like, and I explained. She's like, no, you're right.
Where's Paul? Where's Paul at when we need him?
Gilbert's like, Archibald's like putting a hoser on maple syrup. Racist. I don't know where Gilbert's going. I think Gilbert's over the level at this point. Because then he goes to the next one and he says, a Scotsman on shortbread, Italian on frozen pizza, Irishman on Lucky Charms. Racist as fuck. They're just stereotyping. Gilbert.
Oh.
He went off the edge there.
Oh, no, I got a question.
But Trez just said he likes how you put that, Shannon, by the way. And Bry's just laughing now.
That's so sweet.
How you put what though?
I
Which
don't know.
part?
Mick says I'm all for positive energy, but some folks don't like a fart box tongue punch.
That's okay. Because I do tell Todd, I'm like, when he's going through something bad, I'm like, I'm not trying to dismiss how you feel. Like, if you're having your feelings, I'm like, don't have those feelings because you need to look on the bright side of things. So I'm like, I don't want you to think I'm not feeling your feelings, but I just want to be like, no, we're not that bad. We got all these things to be thankful for. And then I'm like, remember when I said
feelings,
Oh, no.
nothing more than
Oh.
feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, great opinion, Shannon Trez says as well.
Yin and yang. There is a yin and a yang. Totally. Took me a long time to understand that.
When someone's yang gets in gear again, there's issues.
No, everything you have in your
If
life.
your yang oversteps the yin,
Right.
No, Rod, but don't you believe it? Like, for every good thing you have, you got to pay a price for it. There's something like we have a great life, and it's wonderful.
well, every decision you make is a decision you didn't make.
Effect to it.
There's like, and that's what makes us grateful. Because you wouldn't be grateful for the good if you didn't have something bad. So
Which would be great if you could travel to alternate universes to see what would happen if I went this way. You could see which other decision would have took you. You'd be like, oh fuck, I fucked up.
Then you would appreciate
I need to go back to 10th grade and make a better decision.
God damn it! I knew I should have done that.
No.
And then you're like, if I kill myself in that universe, I can take over that role.
Right? Yes. Like shit, I knew it.
Yeah, because Todd's like, I want to win the lottery, and I'm like, I do not want to win the lottery, because if we won the lottery, then there would be a lot of bad things that came along with that. And I'm like, we're good right now. We have our family, we love them, we have enough, and it's just like, if we had too much money, then there's so many bad. I'm like, we have enough, we're good. Like, I'm just like, fuck more. I'm good here. And if you never
you find your happy,
your
happy level, as long as you're happy, that's the thing.
But some people want, he always wants more. And I'm like, dude, appreciate now. We have the best fucking life. Yes, we could have more, but I'm like, wow, we have enough. And I feel like if you want more, you never appreciate having what you have.
I think I don't know. I feel like I always want more, but you have to put in perspective what you actually have. It's kind of like, I don't know. You see people going through stuff you don't have to go through. So
what do you want? What do you want more? What do you want more of?
More money. More.
What would more money do for you?
I could do more things I want to do. I could do more investing. I could do more traveling. I can do.
Okay. So if you had all that, would you be happy, or would you want more than that?
It depends what I was getting with that. I probably would still want more.
Exactly. So
but I'm not.
Cycle.
But it's not like I'm unhappy right now either. I think you could be happy and still want more, and you're still fine.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I mean, I can do a lot of stuff now that I couldn't do, how many years ago. It's kind of like, but I still want more. It's kind of like.
So are you happy now?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I mean, there's other stuff. There's stuff I'm able to do different stuff that I want to do now. I mean, that's great. I mean, it works for what I want to do, right? Like the best thing now, like I can never see myself working in the office again because I was already kind of remote before COVID hit. Now that I'm fully remote, it's like, why would you want to work in an office? Why would you want to be around people like that? You could just do more stuff at home, be relaxed, work your own pace, do what you want to do, get shit done. I'm not that type of person. I was not, but I've always liked to be an individual anyway. I never needed people around me. Some people need people around them. I'm not that same one.
I need.
Yeah. Well,
but I'm also like, I'm happy now. And I'm like, if I had more, would that disrupt my happiness? Like,
it would change it. Like some people get more and then they have like, I don't know,
Yeah,
Like like you get more than people's like family members start trying to cling on, like start asking for a hand. Like I'm not that kind of person. I'd be like, nope, you get nothing. You had your opportunity. This is mine. Go out and get your own thing. I mean, I can cut off people with no problem. So.
Yeah, well, and that's like me. Like I want more, but I'm so like satisfied and content, and I feel like I'm a very happy person. But I'm like, if I had more, that would complicate where I am. And if I had more, then maybe I wouldn't be so like I'm like in my bubble. And if I had more, then it would like
you could have a bigger bubble,
or could fuck everything up.
I mean, it's a balance. You gotta set up the tables. I mean, I'm like Doctor Strange out here working in multi-universes, trying to figure out the best way to go. And he's like, he told Tony Stark, only one time did it work out to be the right way. You know?
Yeah.
Didn't tell Tony how, because then Tony wouldn't have done it because he's like, fuck that, I gotta die? Fuck that.
Well, and here's the thing, I could be happier if we had more, but I'm also like, I'm happy now. Do I want to take the chance of having more and being happier or being less happy?
It's a risk.
And I'm happy enough right now, so why would I want to take that risk?
There's always ebbs and flows.
Yeah, like I'm perfectly fine right here.
I mean, I'm like, I'm going for like what was that game with the suitcases or whatever? Where they're dropping the stuff in, Howie Mandel show.
What the hell is that called? What's the one?
The Banker.
Millionaire.
Yeah, and it's like, well, not The Millionaire. That's what Regis filmed. And this is the other one where the disc come down. But it's like, some people stop at $250,000. But I'm like, if you don't have that now, why wouldn't you just go and take the risk, go for the million?
That's what I always say.
Right, yeah.
I feel like it's a predetermined thing. Like, you got to either decide, I'm going for it all, or I'm going to stop X amount. Like,
and for some, they stop because it covers what they needed. Pay off all their bills or like that, everything.
$200,000.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's like I'll risk it all before I get to $200,000, and then once I get there, I'm not going any further.
Right, some people come in like that. Yeah,
there's this game show on Netflix that Howie Mandel hosts. It's called Bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they pull like a contestant up, and they have to like
answer these crazy trivia questions.
Yeah, but they have to make like 3 other people believe what they're saying,
even if it's not
or
true.
Maybe they know the answer, like the person doesn't know it. So they have to like go into the spiel of the answer to make them believe that they know it. So they have to do is convince one person that they got it, that they know what they're talking about.
Right.
Because
it's pretty good. But I'm saying like that's where I was going. Is like you have to have a pre-deceived notion of what you want to do. Like stop at 250,000 or go all the way or stop at 50,000, whatever it is. Like you should have to.
And even if you guess the right answer, like the contestants that's trying to convince everybody else, they convince. It don't matter. Just go on with the comments.
You just quit on it like, oh, fuck it.
I got distracted.
Yeah, those 7 beers are kicking in right now.
But watch it on Netflix.
It kicked in like 2 beers, like the first 2 beers.
But watch it on Netflix. It's pretty good. It's called Bullshit. It's only like 20-something minutes long.
And they can win up to $1 million.
Yeah.
I just started watching Netflix. I just started watching Peaky Blinders. That's back now. I did the first 2 episodes. I got to get finished this weekend.
We need to start watching.
Well, that's what like every time I come home from work, because I'm supposed to work 12 hours, and then I end up working like 14 or 15 hours, and then I come home, and then I got to get up and go to work. I'm like, we should watch Peaky Blinders. I keep thinking that. Like,
well, if you like the accents, you should watch Peaky Blinders.
But I'm like, when I start watching something, I can't just go to bed after 2 shows.
Yeah.
I'm like, one more. So like, we have to do that.
She wants to binge it all in like one night.
Yeah. Like,
I'm like, there ain't enough hours in.
Well, I think Peaky Blinders, their episodes like 5 or 6 shows, I think, in a season, so you can binge them.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Well, it's a British type show.
Have you ever watched Band of Brothers?
No.
So I watched it. Like it came out.
Isn't that like a war thing or something?
It's like World.
It's kind of like Private Ryan, but it's a series.
I think it was.
World War II.
Yeah, it was World War II. I think.
Tom Hanks and
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, it was like Saving Private Ryan, but except it was like HBO.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I watched it a million years ago, and then I'm like, you know what? Like when I had my knee blew out and I had COVID, I'm like all obsessed with World War II. So I was like, I want to watch Band of Brothers again. So it has like, it's just one mini series. It's got 10 episodes. So I was like watching it. And then I finished it up like last night because I'm like, I just can't stop thinking about it. I'm like obsessed with it. I got to keep watching and keep watching. Like I have no idea how to do one thing. Like if I get a tattoo, I have 2 tattoos, one more or first world problems.
Kind of goes with Mick T's comment right here.
Yeah. That's what you see like the tunnel. He was wrong with Shannon with the candle, wanted more work done in the yard.
He was wrong. Shannon with No. Never. Do I ever ask you to do anything?
No, you don't.
Woke, so he's stupid.
No.
Brittle meat pies of Betsy's Honest Market. What the hell? What the hell are we going with the comments now? Well, I don't know. Gilbert's drunk right now, I think. So.
I think so.
That's okay. Be drunk, Gilbert.
Gilbert is drunk loud.
Thumbs up.
But he's just got room for one more beer.
Absolutely.
Just one more.
His mom didn't raise a quitter, He's going to keep going. Because I guess he must have working for a company. Yeah, it's not even just working for the company isn't as bad, but it's like to have to go into the office and like me and Trez, when we met, we worked for the same company and stuff. So, but then he started his own little thing that he has now. But it's kind of like when I got downsized by that company, like I'd never trust the corporate world after that point. It's just like because everything I did was right. I was making contacts, I was making sales, I was doing all this stuff.
Right.
But they decided they wanted to merge 2 teams, and we got the short end of the stick, even though we were the ones that got the agreements in place. So
we're all just a number.
So
it's all just a number.
They get what they want out of you, and they go.
And it's like people say, "Well, you got to give a company 2 weeks." Like, fuck that. They want you going. They don't give you 2 weeks. So why do you got to give them 2 weeks?
Yeah,
I mean, I know you're supposed to for the corporate world, but it's like
you have to have a job that makes you feel good.
Yeah. But it's just like now. I mean, the company I'm at, they pretty much, would do. They do a lot of different things. I'm able to do what I need to do, and like no problem. If I need to get time to do this or time to do that, they're always good to go with it. If everything works well where I'm at now, but I'm fortunate where I put a thing on LinkedIn one time. I have a company where I can be full remote, don't have to be in, don't have to worry about that. Like all these people are arguing about getting employees back to the office, and it's like
I could never.
Who the fuck want to go back to the office, especially now with the cost of gas and what you got to pay to drive to the office every day?
For that,
like, you better give me a bonus.
I could never work from home.
Oh, you'd be surprised. I thought the same thing until
Well, you could. You're a nurse. Your patients wouldn't be there, Shannon.
No, there's nursing jobs you can do from home, like insurance companies.
I don't need like to tell a nurse or tell a doc type stuff.
I need human connection.
Yeah.
I do. I talk on the phone all day long.
No, I need touch.
To be here and just relax. Chill. If I want to get up, do stuff, I can just do all that. You don't have people just
I never.
Here's what when I go to the office, I get people coming over, asking me questions, catching up. It becomes like a social type thing, and I get less work done in the office. I can get here and be focused. I get more done like in the first half of the day than I can get a whole day done in the office.
I always thought the same thing until like COVID hit, and I started working from home 3 times a week, and I was like, I can get behind this. Like I totally, like I get way more. Like you said, you get way more done. Like you ain't got to worry about the dumb shit.
And for me though, it might be because for me it's easier because I was the only child, so I was used to always having my own time, my own alone time to be able to do stuff and do what I wanted to do, and so I didn't have to be around other people.
Well, like I'm all or nothing. Like I need the connection, but I'm also like,
oh baby, you.
Yeah, like. I could never. I would be so depressed. Like I work 3 or 4 days a week. I would
say she's just a friend.
Like if somebody pisses you off, you could yell, "Motherfucker!" You don't have to worry about anybody hearing you because you're not in the office, right?
Yeah.
You get stuff off of your chest a lot easier.
It's different.
Yeah.
What you do, we all have different needs.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. I'm not right. It's just what we need. You just
got to be careful when you're surfing on conference calls that you don't pull up video in front of the whole office to see. Like I've got that happen one time.
Yeah, like
we went to move here. Our lead person was doing a conference call, and so we were doing that whole Microsoft Teams thing that people do now. And I didn't realize it, but I was looking at the new apartment, which is here where we're at, to see if we wanted to go with it. And I clicked the button, and it came up on the whole screen, and the people were all like, and he was like, "Whoever's looking at Baltimore, can you take that out?" I was like, "Oh shit!" Like that's me, and I took it off.
Sorry,
I'd be like, quit being so sensitive.
Yeah. Well, the whole team, and it was actually the time we were letting people go from different areas, so it wasn't the perfect meeting to have that. But luckily, they knew it was just a mistake on my end, and I had stuff going on. But yeah,
foot in the mouth. That's my. I always put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I'm like, you know what? In 12 years I've been at this company, if that's the worst thing I've ever done, please.
Right, exactly.
I love that. That's the way you look at it.
Yeah. Done with corporate work myself. Yeah, so much peace. Yeah. That's what Trez does. I enjoy. Yeah, I gotta get a beer and a cigar with you because Trez does cigars and stuff too. So kick back and relax.
Nice.
And chill.
I'm so happy to be here.
Makes happy for farting. Then wet ones were getting dangerous, especially sneaky sneeze fart.
Yes. That's in trouble.
No, it doesn't.
What was that? Along came
Why?
Polly when he said I sharted myself. He's like, "What are you talking about? Well, I sharted myself." Yeah.
Oops.
That's a them problem.
You did a shark.
Could be you problem too, maybe.
Always aim for more. It keeps you motivated. You know.
Exactly.
Always aim for more. Yeah.
That's not how I live.
No, it's not how you live.
Howie Man Down needs to bring back Bobby's World. Oh yeah.
Oh yes, he does.
Yeah. There you are. Good one. Great American Fun. Yep. That's it. Like Chris Cross said, they can get the finger, the middle. Warm it up, Chris.
No, I haven't watched the Pacific. So I was like, Band of Brothers or the Pacific, because I watched both of them a million
Yeah, the
years
Pacific was another one. I remember that one too.
Pacific is because I watched it before.
They're both really good.
Yeah, so, and I was a little disappointed in the Band of Brothers.
Makes a good call, Eric. Both good shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched the Band of Brothers, and I was like, it was really good. I mean, the first time you watch it, it's just like, oh, yes. So then I'm like, I think because I was like, should I rewatch Band of Brothers, The Pacific? And when we went to breakfast, remember with my dad and my brother, and they were like, no, watch Band of Brothers again. And now I'm like, no, I think The Pacific was probably better.
Probably because your dad has seen it like.
But you watched Private Ryan too, right?
Yeah.
I've never seen any of those. Yeah. I've never seen. I told you guys before. I think I've never seen it to actually sit there for the whole 2 hours. I've seen parts here and parts there of Top Gun. So the whole Maverick. So the whole Maverick thing wasn't something that grabbed me. But everybody's talking about how good Maverick is. I'm like, do I really need to sit down and watch Top Gun and then go see Maverick as well? Because everybody talks about how good Maverick is as a movie.
Well, we were going out last week.
That's what I heard, yeah.
We went out last week, and we were going to go, we're going to go to the movies. Went to this movie theater, and everything was sold out. They're like, you can get tickets, but you're going to sit, there's only 3 tickets left.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, well, we went 6:45, and he's like,
on
there's
a
only
Friday.
3 tickets left, and they're all,
This is for Maverick. This is for Maverick. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, we'll watch the 6:45. He's like, well, the only thing involved for that is like in the front row.
No, thank you.
It's like, now I don't want to sit there with my neck, sticking up all the time the whole way. It's like, now we just walked away. It's like, we'll come back.
Well, and then so what happened is he had to work the day I was off. So I'm like, I'm going to watch Top Gun again. And I watched it and I was like,
Well, maybe now because it's dated some,
But I'm not a big fan of Tom Cruise.
That's kind of my thought too.
I have a lot of thoughts about Tom Cruise, so it's just kind of like, ugh.
What are you thinking about Tom Cruise?
Scientology,
basically.
It's got nothing to do with the acting.
Right.
Separate it out.
She can't distinguish between the two.
I personally can't separate those.
Really? So you couldn't watch The Usual Suspects because of Kevin Spacey?
I mean, maybe.
You couldn't watch Ghost Dad because of, nobody watches Ghost Dad, but if you Ghost Dad because of Bill Cosby.
I'm glad that I watched The Usual Suspects before all that happened because that was a fucking amazing movie.
Yeah, but can you watch it again and think?
Oh, did you watch? You will watch it now? You will watch it now? It's a good movie still. The movie didn't change.
It's still so good.
Yeah, these are suspects.
That's fine. I'm glad that you can do that, but I don't know.
Yeah,
if
but
I
that was
could.
before all that shit happened, though.
Well, when I watched it the first time, I was like, "This is amazing," but I think too much.
No, I know you think.
Yeah.
We all know you think too much.
Yeah, I mean, I say that, but at the same point, like I was never as huge a fan of it, but like I don't listen to R. Kelly music anymore because of the whole thing. So it's kind of like that type of situation. It's kind of like, yeah, but I was never a huge R. Kelly type fan anyway. But I'm not gonna lie.
The only thing I know R. Kelly did was "I Can Believe I Can Fly."
Yeah, but
well, that was a big hit. Well, back in the day when you were like, I forgot what year it came out, but like Bump and Grind, that was a pretty big hit. Slow Dance Jam.
I watch like the Cosby Show and be like, never even about
I
that.
watched the Cosby.
I feel like that's a little different. I mean, maybe
Why is that different though?
It's
not
just
really.
the way I feel.
No, that's what I'm saying. Why is that different? It's not really different.
It probably.
Let me ask you this. Would you watch another Johnny Depp movie?
I would be
I never liked Johnny Depp before.
I never liked Johnny Depp before, but now I'm a fucking fan.
But even if all that stuff that happened, do you think he was fully got off or got it, from the Zondervan
No, I
film?
feel like
Or do you feel like he?
But
you would still watch him even though if he did some of the bad stuff.
No,
I never liked Johnny Depp to begin with. So
I didn't like not like him. But here's the thing:
if he had been in a movie, I was like, okay, he was in the movie. I wasn't watching the movie because Johnny Depp was in the movie.
So Amber Heard,
I'm not watching the Johnny Depp scenes.
Amber Heard made herself so unlikable that even if Johnny Depp, because I'm like, maybe she's telling the truth.
I'm not even sure.
But then I'm like, I fucking hate her, so I don't even fucking tell the truth.
What was she ever in before? Like, I don't even know who she.
The only thing I knew she was in Aquaman. That's the only thing I know she was in. She was in some other movie. That's where Johnny Depp met her. They did a movie together years ago, but I didn't watch that one.
But I feel like he had way more to lose than she did for sure on this.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like, I knew the name, but I didn't know who she was. Like, I couldn't tell you. I didn't even know she was an Aquaman.
Like, listen, men always think they're the strongest, which they are in certain aspects. But you men are fucking weak when you have a hot woman in front of you. And that's what happened to Johnny Depp. He had Amber Heard and she was fucking hot, but she was woohoo cuckoo.
She ain't that hot though.
Well, maybe she was then. I mean, she's a beautiful woman.
She's cute.
She ain't.
She's not. I mean, she's.
But before you knew,
I don't know if I put her to the hot
been
label.
hot.
She's cute, but I wouldn't put her. Maybe in between the Aniston, Angelina Jolie type thing,
yeah,
like Jolie, I would put hot. Aniston, I put like the girl next door, cute. So Amber probably in between those two stages.
Mm. Yeah,
But
I don't know about that.
like, and this is just my opinion, but I feel like men are so weak to women's like
the goodies. It's the goodies, like Sierra says, the goodies.
Yes. like it's easier to seduce a man as a woman than it is for a man to seduce a woman.
You get no argument from me. I totally agree. It is.
Yeah,
it's just like Harlem Nights. Throw it up and make sunshine.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
it's just like when, and I'm so glad I didn't know the power I had when I was young because
it's the power of the P.
Yeah, because I'm like,
yes.
if I was,
in more ways than
yeah, because when I was young and hot, I could have been like, oh, there's a rich man over there, and I'm like. But then he would have fucked her. He would have fucked me.
then you wouldn't be here. So.
No.
That's the whole drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
lifestyle.
And then I'd be like, what is
You
this?
think something totally different.
What is this? I have money but no happiness.
That's what Cardi B learned in the strip club. That's how she was making those
That's
dollars.
right.
She learned the power early.
I love that I didn't know what I could have when I had it.
Yeah, but you can't say you would not know. You would think something different then. No,
I mean, you're right, but I don't think I would be as happy as I am.
But you don't know. You can't.
You don't know.
Because you don't know that.
Yeah, but I'm happy now.
I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying you don't know. You might be 100 times happy. You don't know. You don't know that.
I don't.
You don't know that.
I
Don't trust Gilbert. Don't trust any job. Fuck them. I quit on the spot and take a week off. They would just rake over the coals, given 2 weeks. Yeah. Ready Rod Todd Shannon, cigars. Yeah, we gotta get together.
Yes.
The Pacific was outstanding.
Yeah, Pacific is where I'm going next.
Yeah, Pacific is good.
Shaving Ryan's Private Parts was okay. Oh.
That's a whole nother genre.
Kaiser Sose, baby. Yeah, Kaiser Sose. That's still a great movie, how that all comes together
I know.
in that film. Good acting. Exactly, Taj. She is okay. Yeah, Amber Heard. Like I said, she's okay. She's, like I said, she's cute. I think she's cute, but she's not to the next. Like in Aquaman, she was definitely more attractive with the little red hair they put on her.
She's beautiful, but she's crazy.
So I might have to watch Aquaman then.
We'll watch it.
Just to see.
Johnny Depp is great. Pirates of the Caribbean was his low period. Yeah, Johnny Depp's always been an excellent actor. I mean, when he go back to the Edward Scissorhands type shit, he's always been a good actor as far as.
I've never disliked him. I never seen a movie where Johnny Depp's the star. I'm like, oh, I gotta watch it.
You never got the spirit.
Of course, fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, when he did Let's See the Gilbert Grape or whatever, everybody thought he was actually handicapped. That's how good he was of an actor. Like they thought he was all.
I never was obsessed with Leonardo DiCaprio until Titanic.
I thought you were
really?
No, it was way before then.
No, that came in '97. You didn't even know me before '97.
You didn't even know her before '97.
Okay.
Yeah, I just made him go see Titanic 3 times.
Which one of them didn't even see it all the way through because
yeah, it froze up. No, that was the one with Matt Damon and Gwyneth Paltrow on the boat.
Oh.
Yeah,
No, but I feel like it was Titanic too, though.
But I remember when we went on our first, because we started dating in '97, and we watched the Titanic, and I was just like fucking something in the parking lot. Amber Heard has always bitch, bags of coke clouds. Well, whatever.
Can be true. Very true. Very true.
Might be a true story.
Hollywood is an evil mistress for a lot of people. Yeah, who's that? I was reading a piece earlier this week. Bradley Cooper. You know what Bradley Cooper is, the actor.
Yes, I do know who he is.
Oh,
and he was talking about how Will Arnett. You know who Will Arnett is? The actor?
I know him too.
Yeah, how Will Arnett basically helped him turn around his life and save his career because Bradley Cooper was so big on coke that Will Arnett actually was the one that got him off of doing a lot of that.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So I mean, Bradley Cooper's another good actor that's come up and done some great roles.
Bradley Cooper's where it's at.
Yeah. Speaking of new stuff coming out, there's a new thing coming out on the Mike Tyson biopic. I don't know if you saw that or not. I think it's going to be either on Prime or Netflix. I think it might be Prime. But it's on a Mike biopic, which looks pretty damn good. Harvey Keitel's in it, and the guy that plays Mike, he sounds like Mike when he talks. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
No, I do want to see that because I don't care.
Gilbert says, "Excuse my French." What?
Different, but in our heydays, Tyson on pay-per-views, yes.
Yeah. Tyson was a beast. I mean, when he fucking you couldn't even.
As long as you didn't grab a beer.
Yeah, you couldn't get up. The fight's about to start. You had to sit there. You couldn't get up. If you had to go to the bathroom, you had to hold it. You had to hold it to that ring break,
Yes. Well, most of the time with him, there was never a ring break. It was already over by then.
I didn't know about Jamie Foxx playing Tyson, so that might be in a movie thing. But they got a series coming out with the Mike as well that they're doing. I played the trailer here. So YouTube was all, we're going to shut you down.
You were right.
Yeah. So, but if you guys get a chance to check it out, there's a Mike thing. What I may do is I may put it in the Discord. Oh, I didn't even mention that earlier. So for people that like Discord, I did put a thing out there on the community tab. Feel free to connect with me there as well. I think I'm going to throw some stuff up in there as well, but I usually can't put maybe here or something. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm on the season finale. I haven't watched it yet because it's 2 hours. I'll be watching that tomorrow night probably. Mayans at the season finale now.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched any of this season.
That's been a pretty good build up this season to this one. It's just see what's going to happen here, but yeah.
You said it kind of intertwines with the Sons of Anarchy, right?
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy. And some of the guys, I guess one of the guys in Sons of Anarchy, is it Jazz or something? Something with a J. One of the characters, younger. I know his name was mentioned on there. I can't think of.
Shannon will know this.
Yeah.
Who's the one in Sons of Anarchy? It starts with the letter J.
Jax Teller?
No. He was the main dude who died.
Oh, I don't know his name.
Maybe it was somebody else because they got
Jax Teller.
they've got different
He's talking
they
about
got different sons that have been on Mayans, and I think the season finale features one that was like one of the key characters on Sons of Anarchy. But I thought it began with a J, like Jazz or something. I can't.
I mean, wasn't there a Jazz? Wasn't the one that played like a transvestite? Wasn't he like wasn't his name like Jazz or something?
I don't remember.
Yeah, Mayans is off the hook. The Mike series that's coming out, I'm looking forward to that. It's kind of into that summer thing now, so they come back with all the different summer shows now, and then they get into the fall. Like Walking Dead Part 2 of the final 3 comes back in September.
In Sons of
I
Anarchy?
know who you're talking about because he played in.
I feel like his name is Jazz or something. Phil.
Google
Let's see if I
it.
can Google it just a
I
little
did
bit.
love him because he
IMDb.
played in another. He played in
No,
another
he was
show
like
too.
he was like the producer and shit of the show. I think.
Jax Taylor.
Jax Tell. No, that was.
That was the main dude that died at the end of Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, he died in it. That's the guy that.
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
That's my man,
Well, that's the guy they showed. Like I thought, on the
Charlie
picture of.
Hunnam.
I mean, it could be. It depends on when this started. Before, was it before Sons or?
I don't know, but Jax is the guy they showed like on a thing at one point.
Jax, yes, I know who Jax is.
I'm not just gonna watch the whole series to catch up on it,
Jax
just to see him at the very end.
Is my celebrity?
It might be, you know why? Because like Emilio Rivera played Marcus Alvarez on Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he's the leader of the Mayans.
Right.
Right. So it could tie together.
No, there's a tie in there for sure. But
Wow, they had a hell of a cast on that show.
Sons of Anarchy is really good.
Oh, I see Jax.
It was really good.
Like Jax is my longest celebrity crush ever.
What
like,
the hell?
He's my celebrity crush for, like,
Danny Trejo was on Sons of Anarchy at one point.
that's him. No, that's not him.
Oh.
They had Marilyn Manson on Sons of Anarchy at one point.
Yeah, he was in there. Yeah, he was in a couple episodes or maybe one.
Oh, Opie,
From
the Jackson's
Mayberry,
and
Ron Howard, Opie.
Ron Perlman.
no, a different Opie.
You're talking about
Jamie Foxx most talented. And Jamie Foxx has skills. I mean, he's, to come from where he came from, a living color, to see the roles he's played over the years, he's definitely got talent.
Okay, let me, because I don't know who it is.
No, you don't know. You ain't watched the show. How would you know who he's talking about?
The transvestite is what I'm looking for.
I have no idea what you're talking about there.
Because he played
That
in
was
that
the
like
one-
sniper show.
No, he's been in a bunch of shows.
Yeah, Taylor Sheridan was in that show too.
86-75, 533 left, make it 86-78. So Golden State's still up. By the way, the beer I'm drinking right now, it's Mackin Pina Colada Double Dry Hopped Hazy IPA for Rusty Rail Brewing. So, like Pina Colada, this is a little lower than usual, 6.2% ABV. Super session ale.
I think that's him, but I don't. I'm just gonna.
He had what's the
I'm gonna tell you.
what was the show in like
The
no
Seals or
no just let me talk for a
okay,
second.
I'm gonna let you talk.
What's the show that was set like in Kentucky, whatever? Like he was,
Oh, you're talking about the one that was like down in Hazard, Kentucky, or something.
yes.
Yeah. That
We started
was
watching for a minute and it stopped. I think he was like a big part of. He's like a big dude in a lot of shows, like not just that.
But
Like-
he was the cross-dresser.
Yes, he was, but that's not the main. That's like a small piece of what he played in.
Cross-dresser.
What was that? I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to think what that show was. Where is she going over there?
She was asking Google or Siri or whatever. What did she say?
Yes. Van
Yes.
was the character.
Venus, yeah.
Was the character series?
Venus.
Played by who though?
That's what I'm looking for.
Wasn't that the Bengals? Venus.
Here, I'll fucking find it.
Walton Goggins.
Yes, Walton Goggins. Yes,
Yeah.
there you go. But I don't know if that's the one he was talking about though.
No, but here I'm gonna get.
No, I know who you're talking about. He's
Shark. What's up, my friend? Cheers, homie. Shark's overseas too, I believe. Get a nice international crowd tonight, which is awesome.
what's up, Shark?
Hey Todd, will you split my candy bar with?
Yes.
Would she do what with your candy bar?
Split it with her.
I love that you will split my candy bar with.
What kind of candy bar is
Well,
it?
I'm kind of happy you asked me because I was
This is
kind of
the
jealous.
best-
It was like
Fast break.
she bought a candy bar.
Oh, Reese's.
Fast break. It's
Always
my favorite
put it.
candy bar.
Was it in the fridge?
Yes, it was in the fridge.
Oh, good call.
I
good
mean,
call.
how else are you gonna eat it?
I mean, some don't know. Some don't know. They just don't put it in the fridge.
But
I'm
I
like,
had one. It's so fucking hot. I got it off of the thing, and then Aria was like chewing it
oh,
off.
you're in Cali, Shark. I thought you were. I don't know why I thought you were overseas for some reason.
Yeah, Walton Goggins are justified.
Oh my gosh, so good.
California.
Django.
Paul says I'm back.
There's all kinds of shit.
In a hotel, got more Broadway wine. Where are you at, Paul? You're in a hotel. You're traveling right now, sipping out of a cute unicorn mug. Paul's big on the unicorns. If you don't know, PA Brew News loves his unicorns.
Unicorns and what's the other one?
My pony.
Yes, yeah, My Little Pony.
He's a brony.
He is a brony.
hmm
I don't think I'm gonna drink any more beer
And he's okay with that. What? Are
because
you even talking English right now? Like you said, sound like you said you couldn't drink any
know.
more beer.
because I ate this and I'm like, no more.
Aren't you off
The
tomorrow?
words that come out of my mouth.
Aren't you off tomorrow?
You
Yes,
know what
it
I'm
is.
gonna do? I had this fabulous
You can
time
drink
with
more
this candy
beer.
bar in my mouth. I'm gonna go put this back in the refrigerator and I'm gonna have a beer.
Even Gilbert's having another beer. Poured an innocent gun.
That's one of my
Lefroy cast.
favorite.
Scotch
Don't
red
eat
beer.
my
Guys.
candy bar. What are you doing?
Girl,
Haven't had an Innis beer in a while. Got the girls with me. They said hello, Rod. Hello, girls. Todd and Shannon. Where are you guys? You guys on vacation, enjoying some stuff?
What's up, girls? How you doing?
Oh, drinking a Sierra Nevada hop to me. I almost drank one of those tonight because I picked up a 6-pack of those the other day. Like on the unboxing video, I'm gonna be doing a review on that here shortly.
I need
That's
to go
very
on
good.
I need to go on a beer run big time because my fridge is like.
You should hook up. You should meet up with Trez up at Jungle Gyms because he's not far from there.
Oh,
You guys
don't
got some.
get me with that.
You
Don't
should.
give me a good time,
You
Ryan.
and
Don't
Trez
give me a
should
good
connect up
time.
at Jungle Gyms.
do it.
He's not too far from there, so
I mean, it's not just an hour and
yeah.
30 minutes from our house, maybe.
Yeah, and Jana can let you sleep at her house.
No, fuck her.
I I enjoy a spot. I really miss the spots now where you can drink a beer shop because they don't have those in Baltimore. Baltimore's like kind of weird. Like the beer stores are less than I'm accustomed to. The
No, you ain't
breweries are-
seen weird until you come here, which
The
you're not
brew-
going to now since you moved
What's
further.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
your
but you're like in a smaller city. Like Baltimore's like one of the huger cities, right? Like so you think of Baltimore, it's supposed to have all this good stuff on the East Coast. It's less than what they have in Cincinnati for the breweries. Their laws are more. You have to buy beer at certain spots, or like it's not like it's just like I expected more to be available than what we had there.
You-
It could be more progressive than what
No,
we
I
had.
get that. I get that.
Yeah.
But I would think same here is like, no, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
No, it
Sucks.
does not suck. It's the best.
What? For the-
Louisville?
For the beers?
Louisville?
Not for the beers.
Hey, what are you talking about? Ooh.
Not for the beers. Like Cincinnati's
No,
more than
beers.
Louisville on the beers. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, see, I realized how much of a
Missionaries
mecca. I
times.
realized how much of a mecca Cincinnati was on the beer coming here. Now, when I go up to New Jersey, there's some different stuff I can get there as well, but it's still not like going to Jungle Gyms or a Party Source or
Oh, you're
Party
talking about
Town
a store.
or some of the breweries. And
Yeah, but you can
you go to
get,
Kroger in Ohio, you can shop while you're drinking beer. They got taps in Kroger, a couple of Krogers in Ohio.
but you can get other half where you're at. Though,
You go to
which-
Whole Foods. Go to Whole
but that
Foods and
can't
get
get
beer.
here, so just saying, wink, wink.
Yeah,
You
we
know.
get some other half. We get that, but
You all should be thankful for what
I want
you
more.
have.
Like
Instead
Shannon
of
was settled
worrying
for
about-
other half, but I want more. She was settled for the other half, but I want more. I
You
want more.
couldn't wait to. You can't wait to get out of this place. What are you talking about?
No, I don't want to leave. I want to visit.
Really? Okay.
I mean, I would like to get an RV and travel.
Oh, nice, Shark. Yeah, check out Shark. He just did a video on the here in Nevada. Hopped him into. If y'all know Shark's channel, make sure to check him out there. Trez said, yeah, for sure. We can hook up here, bro. Yeah. I'm telling you. Right there.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're what, an hour and 10 minutes away, maybe.
Yeah.
Can he
isn't
spend
it?
the night at your house
Hour,
though?
30 minutes, maybe.
Because on my weekends I work. If he goes up there, he might drink too much and he might need a place to crash.
We'll go on the weekend. You're off.
There you go.
Maybe he don't want to be there. Maybe.
I think
much.
Trez would love to meet you, Shannon.
Was that chocolate?
It is. It's delicious.
Look, she's eating chocolate off her wrist. See, who wouldn't want to meet Shannon?
Mhm.
Right? Right?
Yes.
Video out on the weekend. So he shot the video, put the video out on this weekend. So if you have those Shark, check out Shark as well. Yeah, you're gonna have some fried bologna sandwiches.
Absolutely.
If you go to Cincinnati and OTR, there are restaurants that do have fried bologna sandwiches on the menu. Now Shannon would be like, well, they're kind of too fancy for me and what they're doing here, right? They're
Yeah,
doing too
Rod
much.
grew up rich apparently.
Yeah, right. You're kind of bougie. You're
Yeah,
kind of
because he
bougie.
didn't
Like,
have a fried bologna
Whoa.
sandwich until he was like,
ain't nobody know how to spell
Until
Oscar.
I didn't have a fried bologna sandwich until a few years back, really.
how old were you when you had your first fried
2 years
bologna?
ago.
Yeah, remember because I did
But I don't
the
know how old he is.
we did the survey at the fest and it was after that point, so like 51 or something.
2020.
But I don't know how old he is, so.
I'm like 53.
Yeah.
So you had your first bologna sandwich and you're like 50.
Ah,
one.
first fried bologna sandwich. I've had bologna before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fried bologna
First
sandwich.
fried. But,
All right.
but
It was
EB
good,
told me
though.
EB told me I did too much on it because I like it a certain way, so I put some different stuff
No,
into it.
that's how you know.
And EB was like, "You got too
Quit
fancy with
quit
it."
dodging the question,
No,
Rod. Quit
that's
dodging the question.
how you know he was fancy or rich because, like,
Hey, 'cause he's
well,
bougie.
bologna sandwich is a bologna sandwich, but when you're trying to be like, oh, we're good, then you fry it. Yeah.
I put some different toppings on it.
It's
EB's
okay,
like,
Rod. It's okay. You be you. You just accept where you came from.
bologna and mustard is what I was told, but I can't just go with bologna and mustard. I had to dress it up,
Bougie like that.
Yeah.
Like fried. We don't need it fried. We just say straight out of the package.
But I
Yeah, like.
I didn't grow up rich. I had friends that they would have like mayonnaise sandwiches growing up.
I
Like
used to-
they would call them wish sandwiches. Like wish they had meat. It was just mayonnaise in the bread.
What mayonnaise? This is Miracle Whip with bread, just like
You did?
Oh yeah, and cheese. Put a slice of cheese on there. A cheese sandwich with mayonnaise. Oh, it was the bomb.
Grilled cheese
No,
without the
that ever
grill.
happened. That's
mean,
a thing.
When you were the latchkey kid coming home from school and you're all in there, you just put
You
together what you had to do.
no, you were just too lazy to get the meat out of the package. Or your brother was. He was the one that.
I don't know my brother nothing. I was home by myself. What are you talking about?
So
I was a latchkey kid.
Gen X rolled that way.
Why
Gen
did
X-
you try
Gen
to act
X-
like you know? You didn't know.
Well,
I
I
get
feel
there,
like,
it was like put mayonnaise and cheese and eat a sandwich. Like it was good. It was fucking good.
But you had the cheese in it, so you had something in there. So it wasn't just the mayonnaise. So and then
bread
it was,
is good by itself, honestly.
But it was like
Well,
sugar water.
it
I
was-
had friends that had sugar water back in the day where it's just they put sugar in the water. That was it. Like you had no Kool-Aid or anything. It was just sugar.
It was Miracle Whip, not mayonnaise.
Which is better? Miracle Whip is better than mayonnaise. I'm a Miracle Whip person. I'll eat mayonnaise if I have to, but if you ask me to,
it's way better. I'm like,
if you ask me Miracle Whip versus mayonnaise, I'm taking Miracle Whip.
I like mayonnaise on everything but a ham sandwich. A ham sandwich with
Mustard?
Miracle Whip, that's where you need to go.
What about mustard?
No.
Oh, you get the deli brown mustard, not the regular yellow mustard. The deli brown.
I love mustard.
The stone ground mustard.
What's the Dijon mustard?
Yeah,
that's what you gotta put on.
Yeah, you get fancy.
Bougie, Raj, bougie.
Yes. No, I like the spicy mustard on my bratwurst or my hot dog.
Golden State's going to win. A minute 3 left. They're up 101-88.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
What about a pastrami sandwich? Did you have pastrami growing up?
No.
I didn't either.
I had pastrami.
That was a rich guy's meat right there.
I think the worst lunch meat I ever saw growing up was my mom used to eat that olive. She used to eat that olive loaf shit. Whatever the hell that olive loaf is. That's it.
No, it was the pickle loaf. It was
Yeah.
the pickle loaf. Yes, my dad used to love pickle loaf. I was like, oh, that's gonna be more terrible. What are those color things in there? What is that? Like, what is that? I don't even know what that was.
That's like some depression food or something.
Like. It probably was. Actually, you say that. It probably was. It's like pickle loaf. I remember when Mom brought like a little square of like pickle loaf because my dad used to eat the shit. I was like, oh, why are you eating that for? What are those color things in here?
Like, what died around here? Oh no, that's the cheese, some Limburger cheese. What the fuck we got Limburger? Why does it smell like that? Like Limburger cheese.
Limburger
smells like ass, but you're eating it. Like
you're right.
I don't even like cheese. I'm not a fan of cheese.
How do you know
I had a
cheese?
Limburger when I was a kid, and I thought it was really good, but I'm like, I don't know about now. I'm like, no, probably not.
I'm with you. There's some nice spicy mustard, especially on a hot dog. Some spicy mustard. Yeah, you gotta have some spice in there.
I'm totally a mustard gal.
Yeah.
Instead of a ketchup.
I'll put ketchup on a hot dog though too.
No.
But you go to Chicago, you ask for a hot dog, and it's like, what do you want on it? And it's like, oh, mustard. You say ketchup, they're like the record stops. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, scratch.
Chicago people do not like ketchup on hot dogs. So I'm just saying, if you ever order a hot dog in Chicago and you want ketchup,
they're like, all right, into the line.
Yeah.
Like
think about this.
It's like the soup Nazi. No hot dog for you.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'm like, okay, I'll have some ketchup with my French fries. But usually I would rather have mayonnaise or honey mustard to dip or whatever.
Mayonnaise for your fries?
Yes.
That actually is pretty good.
That didn't sound good when he said it in Pulp Fiction. I thought it was a joke in Pulp Fiction. Then I found out people were actually doing it. I was like, what the hell?
Or around with some sriracha.
Yeah.
Sriracha mayo.
Yeah.
It's pretty good that way.
See, shit like that is why we end up with raisins and potato salad.
You're right. Yeah, true. Very true.
We should all figure out something.
No, there should never be raisins in potato salad. Ever. Ever should be. There should never be
raisins.
This should never be in a potato salad. I don't know what Karen. Whatever Karen started that needs to get kicked out of the barbecue.
Right.
God,
you're banned from the island for good. You're like, you're never allowed back.
No, but one of the biggest disappointments in my life is when you pick up a cookie and you think it's chocolate chip, but it's fucking raisin.
Oatmeal fucking raisin. I hate that. That.
You motherfucker.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
And some of those like that Otis Spunkmeyer son of a bitch. He makes it look too close to being a chocolate chip cookie. He's like, looks just like a chocolate chip. And it's like a surprise, bitch. It's like
dude, Gavin, and you're like, you son of a bitch. What are you doing to me?
It's like some Dave Chappelle skit jumps out. Surprise!
Right. I got you. I got you, son of a bitch.
Assholes.
You out.
Assholes.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that when that happens for sure. Oatmeal raisins. Who ever want to fucking make oatmeal raisins in the first place?
I know, right?
It's like it's a cookie. Why are you messing up a cookie? How do you mess up a cookie? Oatmeal raisin.
Like
sugar, chocolate chip, straight oatmeal. Never oatmeal raisin.
Rod, do you like grapes?
I'm not a big fan of grapes. I'll eat them once in a while. I'm not a big fan of them. Not a huge fruit person.
I like grapes and plums, but I don't like raisins.
I like the taste of grapes, but I don't like the way that it makes my tongue feel. It always kind of feels like
gives you
dry. Like,
Now, I will tell you, there is a certain grape that I've had that actually wasn't bad. They're cotton candy grapes. They taste like cotton candy when you eat them.
really?
I can actually go to work on some of those. But
Those are false grapes.
technically, they're still a grape, so I'll put it in the fruit category. But yeah, they taste like cotton candy. And I'm like, cotton candy, good as gold.
I don't like cotton candy.
What the fuck did you just say? How do you not like cotton candy?
So, where you can get cotton candy,
we
you
still
can
be
get
married?
popcorn.
What's next? What's next? Funnel cakes?
No, but
Yeah,
Ron.
right. Wait,
Okay.
what? Where are we going after this?
No, but I have a question. Where you can get cotton candy, you can get corn dogs, you can get elephant ears,
Mm-hmm.
many other.
Circus food, popcorn, all kinds of different
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
why would you fucking pick cotton candy? Because it's pretty.
because it's fucking
Like-
good. It's good.
It's like fucking sugar. It's just sugar.
It just melts in
So
your
it's
mouth.
fucking pixie sticks. You eat those, don't you?
It melts in your mouth, not in your hands.
Pixie sticks is like the cocaine of candy.
I'm just asking a question, and you can still enjoy your cotton candy. I'm just trying to understand why you like cotton candy.
Drew will be like, what are you doing over there?
Get the
Don't
whole
worry about
pixie
me.
stick.
I'm some pixie sticks here, cherry. Great.
No,
Even give it to you in a tube.
Right. Make it convenient for you.
no. My favorite. Is cotton candy your favorite carnival food?
Carnival food. Probably, I would say Cracker Jacks.
Okay.
You never had Cracker Jacks?
Yeah, I have
You
that.
think-
I didn't
Yeah,
know
but I
that
wouldn't
was
think
a
it was
carnival food.
food.
You
Yeah.
have Cracker Jacks at your carnivals?
Maybe his carnivals were different than
Well,
ours.
maybe, probably. Could be.
I mean, it's a carnival. You got the fucking
I always
elephant, you got the
thought
clowns.
it's like at a ball game or something.
Maybe you're.
Well, you get them at the ball game, but then at carnivals, you get Cracker Jacks, the cotton
You're like,
candy.
this is a carnival.
That was the Boucher ride. We're having Cracker
We're
Jacks.
at a carnival ride. Here's some Cracker Jacks ride. We're at a carnival.
You got them at the carnival. You got the cotton candy. You got the funnel cake. I mean, hey,
We're
if
at a carnival ride.
Yeah, we should move
Did
here.
you go to carnival every week?
We need to
if
move
your carnival didn't have Cracker Jacks, I can't help you.
Jersey, like, it's not so bad after all, I don't think.
We get to go to carnival every week.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, here.
I can't help if your carnivals didn't have Cracker Jacks. I'm just saying. Our carnivals had Cracker
Talking
Jacks.
about that kind of carnival, then my favorite food at the carnival is fish sticks.
Filet mignon.
Yeah.
Oh, we can stop there. Just
What were you look?
That's a carnival food.
What was your favorite? Like corn dog or?
Corn
that's
dogs.
what I was gonna say. Is like
Absolutely.
corn dog. Yes, that's what I thought you were gonna say. You're right.
Cracker Jacks.
Cracker Jacks. Like, what? I don't think I've ever had Cracker Jacks inside of a baseball game ever. I
We're
don't
just
think.
going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
This is
What
the
did you have?
carnival ride.
Did you have peanuts at the carnival?
I mean, he was an only child, so.
Did I
have
we were
what?
just trying to-
Peanuts? You had peanuts at the carnival, right?
No.
You didn't have peanuts at your carnival?
What kind of carnival was you going to, Ryan?
Barnum
Yeah,
and Ba-
I don't think the
Bar-
carnival is the same ones we went to.
Did you guys not get Barnum and Bailey?
What?
Barnum and Bailey?
Oh,
No,
that
that's
was-
the
that was like- that
circus.
was way
That's
Oh,
the
we talking
circus.
about? That's what we're talking about, right? Circus,
No, we're
carnival,
talking
same
about
type thing.
carnival.
Same type thing, really.
No,
Well,
it's not. Because the carnival.
okay,
is-
circus at the elephants, carnivals with the rides, right? You're trying to just say with the ride type thing?
Yeah, the carnival is the one where you're like, this
like
looks
the
like
town,
fun.
like the town carnival thing.
Like
Yeah,
this-
it's like that ride looks like fun, but do I really want
You're
to
thinking
do
like
that?
this. You're thinking like the Sandlot. You're thinking like the Sandlot when he got all the when he did the whole tobacco thing and he threw up on everybody. Okay, I see where you're at now. I was in my mind thinking circus.
He was
when I
thinking of
was
like the $10 ticket carnival. You had to go pay to go watch and see.
I was thinking of the circus. That's why I was
Barnum
thinking.
and
Of.
Bailey.
Our
Yeah, yeah.
circus, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we got those here sometimes.
I don't go to circuses.
Now
Now
they're
they
like-
got clowns.
Now they're like
and
$40.
You're afraid of clowns, aren't you?
clowns, and then they got all the big animals that they're fucking.
They don't have elephants anymore.
Yeah.
They don't have them anymore, though. The
No,
elephants.
thank God, because animals should be free and not in a fucking circus.
Yeah, but people go to zoos all the time too. That's why I don't go to
That's true.
zoos.
Yeah.
I don't go to zoos because they keep out animals caged up.
Yes. Yes. Fucking animals should just be free.
That's what I said about the Lion King deal. I was like, what's her name? What's her name? That
Bless you.
Thank you.
But I'm thinking that
what's
Carnival.
the lady that was in Lion King? That was Carol Baskins. Like she
Tiger
tried to
King?
take all his tigers away from him. I'm like, you're doing the same damn thing. Why are you any better than he was?
No, you're talking about
The Lion
No,
King.
you're talking about
Lion King.
Tiger King.
Tiger King.
You're
Not the
talking
Lion.
about-
Lion King was Simba.
Tiger King. You know what I was talking about. Carol Baskins tried to take all his animals, and she was doing the same exact thing. It's like, why are you any different than any of these people?
She was fucking. I didn't realize people were like so
Yeah.
psycho.
But actually, the one guy that was in there is in kind of like in 10 miles of our.
And he just went to
Hometown.
federal prison.
Yeah.
Gilbert said you're alien if you don't like cheese.
I agree.
Cheese is good.
100%.
Golden State wins. Yeah, Steph MVP. I saw that. I just saw that Steph was hugging Dell.
It's gotta
Bless
be
you.
melted. I can't like just eat a slice of cheese. Like
I
I've got
can't.
to have other flavors involved.
What about the block cheese? Just
She's got to eat it.
cheese.
It's got to be melted for her to eat it, I think.
It's got to be melted or on a taco with sour cream.
Now that I like, Gilbert.
Potatoes
Malt
and
vinegar with fries is good. Mustard,
What?
sauerkraut on hot dog. Sauerkraut I usually put on sausage.
Fries and mustards.
Malt vinegar on fries is good. I was like, you guys got Penn Station.
Yeah.
Oh my
They,
god!
they get malt vinegar for the fries.
Penn Station might be one of my favorite restaurants.
Cocaine and candy, right? It's like, maybe because I grew up as a Gen Xer, but you see that tube, you see the candy. You're like, wonder if I can sniff that.
Right? Yeah.
Deep fried
Oh,
beer from the fair.
Oh, I'm gonna do this. Hang on, I'll be right back.
You get deep fried Twinkie
Oh yeah, and Oreos.
and Oreos, funnel cakes, or beaver tails. I don't know what the beaver tails are though.
Ooh, yeah, I'm not sure about beaver tails.
Cracker Jacks had to be racist by now. Get over it.
Probably so. Probably so. That is true.
But what do you call it though, right? It's like, what do you do with it, Gilbert
Cracker
Cracker.
Jacks. Yeah, you can't say that. What do you mean? What do you mean you can't say that?
Put it behind the counter.
It's funny. It's funny though he said that because like you think of like the Jeffersons. He also was called his buddy Tom like a cracker all the time.
Yeah, the Rona sneeze. Yeah, she was sneezing for a bit.
Gilbert said you got the Rona sneeze.
You know what?
The Rona sneeze.
I do. No, I got some Delta 10 in here somewhere, but I can't find it.
Somewhat.
It's
Delta 10.
That was Delta 10.
Oh, she's digging in her work bag forever.
Sounds like a fucking
it's like
military
a
mission.
legal gummy. My friend at work gave it to me, and she takes it at work. I'm like, I'm not taking it at work. I'm like, I'm not doing to do that.
You'd be feeling good though.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's a Delta 10, but Delta 8 is supposed to be more strong, so I don't think this is going to do anything.
What's this supposed to do? Like relax you?
Well, she gave me her last one. Yeah.
Let me see. Is it just one gummy in there?
Yeah, because she gave me her last one.
Huh.
Yeah.
Sour apples.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a.
And she's like, when I'm out here and I'm having fun, I'm like, I took that. And then I'm
So
like,
you guys, where does she get it? Like over in
at the
Michigan
smoke
or something?
shop, one of the smoke shops.
So
But
it's
it's
like THC.
Yeah,
or
THC,
something?
but it's
wait a minute. You have smoke shops in Indiana that can sell them?
Yeah.
You got smoke shops. You can't buy like gummy like.
But this is Delta 10, not Delta 8. Delta 8 is the one that's the strongest. So
I don't know.
But that has THC in it?
You all
Or?
yourself? No, you don't know.
Oh, I didn't know they had that shit there.
I don't think it's going to do anything.
Although we got like the medical stuff here. We've seen a couple of
No,
medical spots,
this
but they're trying to
probably will not.
legalize it.
Or, yeah, I would
Because
say.
it's not even as strong as the Delta 8.
BeerVentures is just a huge doing it. Okay. Huge
Different.
doing it. I wish they would go ahead and legalize it here sometime.
Well, we're going to Michigan, and I'm like all about all of it.
Yeah, what is your Michigan trip's upcoming pretty soon, ain't it?
In like 3 weeks.
July 9th.
Yeah, we're going to Ocean City in July for getaway type weekend. Got a spot on the beach.
Oh,
Just walk out to the beach. Like it's like on the beach. Like, yeah.
When's that?
Like July 22nd or so.
Oh, nice.
where are you going?
Ocean City, Maryland.
Oh,
She went in a spot like on the beach where you could like just walk out to it. So
well, and that's the thing. Like anytime we go to like Myrtle Beach or something, I'm like, listen, if we can't get like a condo that's like you can walk out on your balcony and just like at night and like I'm like, I don't want to fucking go. Like, just forget it. We'll wait until we can do that.
Going to Michigan, you can't do that. So what's
Well,
the
I
difference?
know, but like I looked for all the hotels on Michigan. There are no like hotels on Michigan Beach that you can do that. There's no condo. There are
For being
some
bougie like Rod.
why did that be like me?
No, but the thing that changed my mind is when we went to Jamaica. Like our hotel room was not on the beach, but we were right there.
Yeah, we was on the
You
But
just walk, you walk
on
right
the
out
balcony
to
and watch
yeah.
the waves.
Oh, well, no, you can't
know.
do that. Well, I mean, we could. Where was that? But I mean, you can see the ocean from where we were at.
Yeah.
But I saw like we were looking at spots, and I saw some places out here like some of the island spots, and I was like, "There's some cool shit out here on Airbnb that you can check out."
So how far is that from you? Where are you going?
From where we're going, it's like 130 miles, I guess. So
Oh, wow.
about 2.5.
How
Yeah,
long
'cause
does
we're on the eastern side of Maryland, basically, or western
many
side.
Like the time wise.
Be less than 2 hours.
No, well, with traffic, I think it's like 2.5 or something.
Yeah,
but,
well, yeah, it depends.
but we have to go like under the water or whatever. Because I think they have
Yeah.
some that go under the bay and some that go above it. I think we have to go to tunnels like underneath of it, which
Well, I
kind
was just figuring like 130 miles. If you drive 70 miles an hour, be 2 hours ish. Is what I was saying, give or take.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm just like we wanted to go to I'm like I really do not want to be in a car for fucking 10 hours. And then
Right.
if you fly like Spirit or something that's really cheap, you have to buy a fucking like rental car. So what's the point? Like it's going to be as much for a more expensive airline ticket if you do that, it's just like so
Yeah, it's like when we went to like we drove to New Orleans from Cincinnati one time, and it was like 12 hours. We did it a couple times actually, and it's just like that's a lot of time in the car. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. The older you get, the less you want to drive.
yeah. But I was like looking online. I was gonna pull up some of these spots here. I was like looking at some of these Airbnb places.
Well, that's where we started when we were going to go. I was like looking at Airbnbs and all that. And it was just like, we found like a hotel in Holland, Michigan. It was like one of those extended stay places. And
Right.
so it had a fucking bedroom with a king size bed. And then it had like the living room with a fold out couch. And it was cheaper than anything else. It's like $800 for like,
Yes.
yeah, I'm like, we got our own bedroom. Like,
4 days or whatever. But
yeah, like we can have sex and our daughter's not going to be in the bed next to us. That's a plus.
That's a good thing. But there's some cool there's some cool spots. I think this is the one here. I think I got the wrong one up. Let me see here. Let's see this other one. Share screen. Yeah. So it's like something like this. So it was like, this is fucking looking awesome. It's not going to do it. It's going to do the weird thing. All right, let me do that here. Share tab instead.
Rod, I'm so glad I met you.
I'm glad I met you too. But like something like this here, like fucking awesome. Like this little island type spot to have to yourself. Some cool ass shit. I don't know how you fully get there. Like get to go a certain time during the day to walk here or whatever, but this shit's fucking awesome to me. Like just
Where's
like
that at?
Mexico, little island of yourself.
Oh, okay, okay.
Get the pool right there, looking into the ocean.
Yeah, that looks
Cool
pretty
bed.
good.
Yeah. But it's like you see how cheap it is for other countries. Like this was, what was it up here? Like 157 a night, I think.
What?
Yeah, $154 a night. I'm like,
Oh,
are you
wow.
fucking kidding me? Like you can pay twice that here in the States. So all you can do is get the air travel to go down. But private room island hosted. I'm like, that's some pretty cool shit. That's kind of shit.
Gotta
I
be
like to
booked
do.
out for like 10 years though.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, but they got some other cool shit like that. That's pretty awesome. I'm like, that's kind of a getaway that I would like to do at some point.
Right, right. Yeah,
But
yeah.
Rod, do you have vacation depression when you come back?
I don't think I have depression as much. It's just like, depending where you go. I mean, everybody, once you go and you have a good time, I think you come back and you're like, oh, it's back to work or whatever. So I think everybody kind of deals with that. But
I don't know.
it doesn't stick with me. Like I'm sitting at the
Yeah.
desk, like I don't daydream at the desk, like wishing I was still there or something. Usually,
No, it took me a year and a half to get over our Jamaica trip.
Year and a
Yeah.
half.
Yes, because I was like, that's where I want to live. We come back and I'm like researching where can I get a job here and we can move there. Like it took me a whole,
She did do that.
and I was like, but then I was like researching. It was like, no, if you move there, you're going to take jobs away from the Jamaican people. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. Like,
not
because
necessarily. I mean, it depends. I mean, nowadays everybody can work fully remote and stuff. I
well,
mean,
yeah, but I'm just
Right, right.
like the
No.
Bahamas. The Bahamas were hiring Americans to move there that were remote workers because they're not taking away from the economy, and they would give you like deals.
look, there's
Go
Mallory.
in.
There's
Yeah.
Mallory.
I know. I pulled her up, Shannon.
She forgets sometimes.
I do.
But but Jamaica, I mean, but at the same point, Jamaica's like a third world country, so you see the resort aspect of it.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. No, we saw both sides of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like,
But Jamaica is a fun trip.
I'm not a very I'm like, this is how I feel. And I do think about once I get back, but I'm like, no, this would be great. Like,
If they got moonshine, I would definitely try to find it, Gilbert.
No doubt.
This is hi Shannon. Yeah. Hopefully all is well. Mal was in Illinois, so they were getting the heat too. They were getting burned
Ugh.
out with some of this summer
it's
stuff.
awful. It's awful.
That's the thing. It's not even summer yet. Summer's not until like next week.
I know. So I was like, shit, what the hell we got to look forward to
But
coming up?
we have a cool home. We have cool car. Like, we don't have to live in it, like.
What if
We're
this
good.
was?
You can
What if
do.
this? Say, what if this was the end of the world, or so as we know it? He just like kind of like, are we all in like the do not look up type stage? Like, I still gotta watch that
Yeah.
movie, but I know about it. Like
Don't
everybody
look
trying
up
to-
the other movie.
Everybody trying to
No,
ignore it.
we would America would be too busy arguing with each other to look up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We might be in that stage where the world's like crashing in and stuff. We got all this stuff happening, and everybody's too busy, like not paying attention, or they don't want to pay attention because they don't want to deal with it.
That would be me.
It's
That would
just
be-
like, and then all of a sudden we're like in the middle of some shit. I don't know. So you gotta treat every day and have fun and enjoy it. So treat every day like it might be your last, because you never know. Actually, you don't know nowadays with
No,
shit happening. Yeah.
that's true.
It's kind of.
I mean, that's good.
It's hard to live by, but it's true to live by.
I mean, I
At the
feel
same
like I
sense.
kind of do. But I couldn't do that unless I had somebody thinking about tomorrow. Like he
No,
thinks about tomorrow.
You would do it 100 times without me.
Yeah,
sure.
but I wouldn't have a nice bed and nice sheets and yeah.
Nice bed, nice sheets. That's what you're going for.
Nobody.
You gotta have nice sheets. You gotta have nice sheets to enjoy that sleep.
Nice sheets.
Talking about bougie.
She's like, "What's the thread count on this? This thread count ain't high enough. I need a higher thread count."
That I'm bougie about is my sheets.
That's what I said. Talk about bougie.
Do you
look for cheap bougie sheets? I would
do
never.
you have a thread count? You have a thread count number?
It's got to be at least over 300.
That's not too bad, actually. I don't think.
No, it
that's
really
not
isn't.
stupid, but it's not.
But here's
It
the
depends
thing.
on the
You get on
300
Amazon, they're like 1,000 count thread sheets,
Yeah.
and then you get them, and then they're like this fucking. They're not fucking. They're not.
Yeah.
It might be, but they're like as thin as, you know.
Yeah, Trez, you're right about August because then I gotta come in during that month. I know how to get Cincinnati, so I'm not looking forward to that.
And right now, it's like, Jesus.
Well, right now, I mean, I might not even be able to get in. I was like watching the news earlier, like all these airlines are having to cancel flights and stuff nowadays because they don't have enough workers and stuff.
Hey, Trez, stop
like,
worrying about August. We're in June.
Like Memorial Day weekend, they canceled 2,700 flights over that weekend because they didn't have enough to handle people. People were stuck at airports and stuff like that.
Charge it because we're not doing the AirPods. Oh, we'll get that.
Yeah, it's definitely been crazy for sure. And curtains. What about the curtains?
Here you go, Mal. There's your curtains for you right there.
But it's the other window.
Oh, well, we got those two right there. Gotta have the matching, you know. You can't have. I mean, the curtains got to match the drapes, right? Or the whatever.
Yeah.
What is that?
Curtains got to match the drape.
Got to match.
Drapes got to match. Yeah, whatever. Drapes match the rug or however it's supposed to go.
Yeah. Yes.
But since you guys are swingers, somebody has to be able to peep in the window too. So.
Right. True. That's true. Never thought about that, but that's true. He says since we're swingers, got to let somebody look in.
We're swingers.
Got to look into the curtains there.
Isn't that so sad though? Like people can't be friendly unless you're a swinger.
Well, then again, they might be jealous. They might want to be swingers, and they're trying to figure out if you're swingers too.
That's probably true too.
But that's so funny because I'm just like, everybody thinks I'm so wild, but I'm just naive and innocent. And it's just like, I just want to be a friend. And they're like, are you a swinger?
No, you're only wild that way when you've been drinking.
But I'm not even being wild when I'm drinking. Like, I'm not being wild.
No, but
I'm
you
just
wouldn't,
being
you
friendly.
Talk like you do if you hadn't been drinking.
I want to talk that way.
You don't even talk to me unless you've been drinking, so.
Well, no, here's the thing, though.
Time to hit me. All right, good night, everybody. It's
No.
good.
It's like, she's like Joe Biden. Look, folks.
Listen, Linda.
Has anybody ever tried to do a drinking game watching Joe Biden give a speech? And you do it, and every time he says, folks,
You last about.
you have to take a drink. I
No,
guarantee you will be lit. You will be lit up by the end of that speech.
Yes. Yeah.
No, did you see what Erie posted on Facebook?
Was it a bad joke?
Erin, what's her real name?
Aaron.
Erin, yeah.
Nicole.
Yeah. Erin. So she posted this thing on her Facebook and it had a bunch of questions on it. Here it is.
About the
42
states?
questions. So I saw it and okay. Here's I asked these when we were at the bar. Okay, one of them was, do you fall in love at first sight? Or do you believe in love at first sight?
Do you believe in love at first sight? I think some people do. I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, me either.
It's like lust at first sight, but I don't really feel like love. And my definition of love doesn't come until you know each other and you can grow together. Like, I don't feel like love is until you can get there.
Gilbert, your fucking Facebook. Gilbert posted a thing on his Facebook.
With the condom?
No, not the condom.
Oh, that was pretty freaking hilarious, though. That was so good.
Gilbert posted this last hour. Which city are they from?
Oh, geez.
So which city would you put these people in?
Minneapolis, Minnesota,
I put them in like,
or Hazard, Kentucky.
yeah, probably.
Hazard or Harlan, Kentucky.
Hazard or Harlan, Kentucky?
Yeah, do we know where they're really from?
No, that was just a meme that Gilbert threw up there.
No, yeah, you just like, which city are they from? You just
Okay,
post it on
Hazard or
Yes.
Harlan?
I feel like it's Des Moines, Iowa, for some reason.
Wow. I'd like to know where they're actually from.
I feel like
Gilbert said Lindsay, Ontario. That's
I would
funny.
feel like, sorry, Blake and JV, but I feel like it'd be like Arkansas or something.
No.
And they probably chime in and be like, "Yep, that's my next door neighbor."
Put Des Moines, Iowa on his post. That's where I'm thinking they're from.
Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah.
I bet Iowa. I don't. Yeah, I could see that maybe.
Oh my God. Ooh.
Okay.
You want to see what's going to be heading your way tomorrow?
No.
I would love to. What?
From our buddy CB. I feel
like
bad for you. I mean, it's kind of bleeding over to us a little bit, but ooh, this is the heat pattern set for tomorrow. That's hot. You guys are kind of in here. Not as much here, but more in here.
Yeah. No, here, but kind of right here.
We're gonna be
It
okay,
says-
though. It's gonna be
it
fun.
It says, you think it's hot? Next week says, hold my beer. Picture here is not forecast temperature. It's a measure of historical precedence.
Yeah.
The dark red indicates areas that are forecast to experience the kind of heat one may expect only once every 100 years, 3 sigma, around the first day of summer. The purple area, which is huge, simply has no historical precedent. A warmer climate makes these events exponentially more likely to occur. If the model forecast is right, the Deep South will experience long-lived and truly dangerous heat. This includes northern Florida. The Tampa Bay area will once again be on the edge of the heat dome, not under its core. Still another sweltering week is ahead. Note the map image illustrating the heat in the mid-levels, which often corresponds to record heat at the surface. So this is like all unprecedented here. But here, ooh, here's Kentucky. And here you guys are right here. Just like right about this area, right there. Here's Trez. Trez is like right here.
Oh.
And don't think you're safe up there. Well, you are kind of safe because Gilbert's up in here somewhere in Ontario, but it's definitely almost in Canada. Got a little bleed over into it. So hot week next week.
Terrible.
We'll fucking figure it out.
Terrible.
We'll figure it out.
I know Saturday's supposed to be like 84. Sunday 87 and back like 102, 103. Monday,
I've been that heat.
God.
We could have worse problems.
It should be a drinking game. How many times Biden used it depends. Well, I don't know who's going to count that. I don't know who's going to actually calculate that there. Mal said Kansas City for that couple.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know why I thought Des Moines, Iowa, but it just seemed to fit. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, I could maybe see that. I've been to Iowa a few times, but
Rod, what is your favorite thing about yourself?
Didn't we do this before?
Maybe. I don't remember what you answered.
she's trying to answer. She's trying to ask like Erie's questions on Facebook.
Yeah, on her.
Oh, I don't know, but it's like a midnight. So we're probably about to end anyway.
Okay,
Right.
answer this question.
Favorite thing about myself?
Yes.
I don't take life too seriously.
There you go. That's a good quality. What's your favorite thing about yourself?
We did this already. Earlier.
Well, I already forgot, so answer it again.
Yeah,
What?
Todd.
Oh, he is a very loyal person. Yeah, that's a good thing.
And
My favorite
Shannon?
thing about me is that I just make friends. I'm just like, I can just like, yes,
She's whatever.
come and tell me about yourself. Like,
You're a swinger.
yes. Yeah. No, I
Better
mean,
not be.
apparently everybody thinks I'm a swinger, but I'm not. Like, it's so funny because I put
If
that
she
out
is,
there.
she's
but
without me.
I would be so like, what? What? Like, people do that? Like, I'm very open, but I'm also very like naive and like, yeah, I'm like, I mean, you can do that, but you're not going to do that with me. Like, no, thank you. You know,
They're like, oh, you're so cute.
you
Let's
are
go.
very cute.
Let's go.
No, you're.
No, like cute, like, oh, you're so
I would be like,
cute.
you're so cute, but that's not going to happen with me.
Where's those Todd going?
Let the dog out.
Yeah.
Who let the dog out? Todd. Who let the dog out?
Oh my God, that little yappy bitch.
I always stay hopeful about people, even if that gets me hurt. That's Mal's thing.
Yes.
Where's Mal been?
The AC will be working.
weeks,
It was
so.
100 with nasty storms. Oh, wow. No AC, 100 degrees with no AC. Not good. That's no bueno.
Oh.
Yeah,
we
you
had-
wanna
we
see
had
me
no
be a
AC
bitch?
for like 4 hours.
You want to
Tuesday
see me
night.
be a bitch? When
I don't think
get
that's possible.
I will be a bitch. You won't even recognize me.
When it's hot,
Oh,
just kidding.
oh my God, you have no idea what a bitch is.
I'm just kidding.
all right. Well, it's time to go
That
to
wraps it up. That's
It's
something
time-
for the night.
It's time to go to fuck to bed. Like Samuel Jackson, go to fuck to bed. That's a good book. Everyone to read
Snakes
to a
on a
kid.
plane. Fuck
Yeah.
snakes on a plane.
Samuel Jackson, go to fuck to bed. If you haven't seen that video, highly recommend it, especially if you have kids. Because he's reading a kid's book, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Try to put the kids to bed. They won't do
I
it.
love him.
But I think we're gonna wrap up because I do gotta work tomorrow. You gotta work tomorrow, Todd?
Yes, I do. Oh,
Yeah,
but
so
I
you-
am off. Are you closed on Monday or you go work Monday?
Nah, they haven't given us a holiday yet. They should.
I gotta
we're
work on
off.
Monday.
I'm off on Monday. So
What
that's a
is-
3-day
What's
weekend.
the holiday of Monday?
Juneteenth.
Oh yeah, I don't get that holiday.
How do you not know that?
I think it's Sunday, but we're observing on Monday.
Juneteenth is every day for me.
No, it's not every day for you.
That's not right.
Oh
you
my
can't say that.
God. I can say it because I feel it. Shouldn't even be a fucking holiday because it should be the norm. It should be the
She
fucking
has no
norm.
idea what Juneteenth is, does she?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought it was about like black people and equality.
It was for the holiday. That's like the day slavery ended.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I knew
But
that
it's a
because
holiday.
It should be every day. It shouldn't even be a
Oh.
holiday because it should be normal.
Well, you can't. Yeah, but that's the day it ended. That's why you give it a holiday.
No, but you're right. But while we have President's Day and all kinds of other goofy, stupid ass holidays that we have, it should be in general. I know what you're saying, but
I know.
Bedtime
It's
sucks.
never been a holiday
It does.
because it should have never been a thing. That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
yeah, but that's how the country was made.
Fuck old white men. I fucking hate old white men. Fucking hate them. Fucking hate them. I have no more. Like I'm a
How
very.
you feeling, Todd? How you-
old white man, you hate me too?
No, you're not that old white. I'm talking. Yeah, fucking hate old white men. Fucking hate old white men that think, "Ooh, this is the way it should be." Fuck them.
I know.
Fuck.
I know.
What do we
know.
say,
I
Todd?
know what you're saying. Like,
If Todd
I'm not an
disappears,
angry person, but
if
that
it's an
shit
insulin
are
overdose,
so angry.
You're not an angry person, but you are.
Ugh.
well, Gilbert was woke earlier. Now Shad is woke. So yeah. So
Now I can't sleep tonight because I'm thinking all the old
Well,
privileged white.
at least you don't have to work tomorrow.
Ugh.
But
Yeah.
you can get up in like 6 hours.
hide the
Let's
insulin.
ride this road
Todd,
bed and go
Todd.
to work.
Hide the insulin just in case.
I would never kill you. I'd be helpless without you.
Well, it's on YouTube now. If I come up dead, you'll be first suspect.
Oh my God, you're gonna get diabetes and you're gonna be taking the medicine and then you're gonna die because your blood sugar's low and then I'm gonna be on Dateline.
Maybe. Chris Hansen be knocking on the door, be like, We need to talk. Like, what do you mean?
I'd be like, take me to jail. I'll be happy there too.
And he'll be like, my camera's with me. Come on in. Can I
Oh,
come?
it's
That would be
I
the
have
worst.
Monday. I have Mondays off too, but I refuse all Sunday. Gilbert's actually off Monday, so hopefully we get a half day because the market's closed for us. So
Yeah,
as
no,
I,
that's
as we
what
today, I'm like
that's
the market's closed like Monday, and they're like, well, nobody said anything yet. I'm like, well, it's gonna be a lot of twiddling the thumbs around the office, so I'm trying to push them to do like split
You know,
shifts
one
or
of the
something.
things I hate.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering if you were off or not, because
I fucking
it's a
hate
federal
money.
holiday for us anyway.
I do hate money. I fucking hate money. Well, I check my check.
I hate money, but
Hey,
I got
money,
nothing to
what
count.
I mean.
But it does make me feel a little good when I make a good check.
I'm trying to get my shit tomorrow, so I got my money. Yeah, but I hate it.
I'm just
I hate it.
curious.
Yeah, you're curious because you like it. You like the
I
money.
do like it because I shouldn't make myself.
All right. Well, I think we're going to get ready to wrap down here because you're still muted, Todd. By the way.
It's about that time.
Oh,
No.
okay. Now you are. Now you're good. Yeah.
The green number. That's not too bad, right?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. You guys go to the club, make it rain this weekend at the Swingers Club.
Let's swing on in.
That's so fucking funny. Like, that's so funny. I'm like, I never, like, it took me a long time, but like, Todd's like, you don't understand. You don't understand. And I'm like, no, I do. I thought I understood everybody. And he's like, no, you don't. Like, they want something
I'm just
from
a
you.
dumb white guy. Doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, and then-
Gilbert.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yes, white men are dicks.
I'm like, I'm fucking 44 years old. Like, I finally am not too ugly or too hot that I can talk to everybody. And then he's like, no, they think, I'm like, and then Nicole was like, my brother was like, her brother's like 25, 26. And I was like really friendly with him. And then she was like, oh, he's like, there's no way they're not fucking other people.
Yeah, there's no way they're not. Yeah, I was like,
I'm like,
what?
are you kidding me? Like, that hurts myself. That was the last thing I ever think about.
But yeah, they're kind of like,
I'm just.
says what I've been trying to tell you all
I
along.
know. Like, I never
I'm not saying
realized I was so
I'm not
like
saying it's not right or wrong. I'm just
innocent
saying.
and naive and like.
Yes.
Oh, you're just a flirt.
No, I'm not. And I had this. I was like, I wouldn't even know how to flirt. If I was trying to flirt, I would fucking shut. I don't even know how to flirt. Like, I'm just talking and they think I'm flirting, but I'm not. Like,
Yeah, on purpose. Yeah, you'd be a total disaster.
yeah, I could never flirt. I don't even know how to flirt. Like, it would just be like, what?
Rod's like, all right, shut up so I can shut it down.
All right,
Nah.
you can shut it down.
I was trying to put a thing on Erie's comments. She was talking about it was thundering. I was trying to find a Garth Brooks like Thunder Rolls.
You know, I listened to that song and I always remembered that was like he was fucking around on her and all that, but it was such a short song. It was like, that's the end.
Is that what the song's about?
Yeah, the Thunder Rolls. It was like,
I thought she was screwing on.
no, she was at home in her apron and then he was out doing something and then, oh no, maybe she wasn't.
Yeah, no, it was her that was screwing around on him, I thought.
Yeah, it was some big old thing and it had like two verses and then it just fucking ended and I'm like,
So it wasn't about a thunderstorm?
no, it was not about that.
It was about the Thunder Roll so you can dig grave to bury him in, I think is what it was.
I mean, that's fair. If you fucked, I'd probably bury
I
the
believe.
bitch.
I think that's kind of the premise of it.
But here's the thing. Like, if you fucked around on me, I'd bury her and then I'd bury you too.
Then you go to jail and then we'll all be screwed.
Well, whatever.
Always fun. Yeah, happy Father's Day for Todd there.
Thank you.
And everybody, the father, Trez, he's a dad too. So happy Father's Day. His son, I think your son just graduated too. Thomas Morrison, very nice. Great weekend, yes.
Nice. Yeah, happy Father's Day, Trez.
Coming to the Swingers Club, throwing it to all the married women.
Throwing it to Oh, how disappointed! No, but how disappointed would a man be if they took me home with them and we were laying in bed? I'm going to ask them all the question. They're like, I just want to fuck
He'll
you.
be like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Just go on.
I would
Just get
bore
outta here.
the fuck out. I'm what? No, yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be such a disappointment.
Oh, all right. Let's shut this baby down because work comes early in the morning. So.
Yes, it does.
Thanks for everybody that tuned in and catch up with y'all next week. Shannon makes a sad face there for.
No, because I just love you so much, Rod.
Fun as always.
I'm so thankful that you are in my life.
Oh, you too. You too. You guys,
Do you
are,
believe
guys
that?
are awesome.
No.
Don't
You
put
know-
him on the spot.
No, but here's the thing. When I say his mom showed me this, because I'm like, I love you, Peggy. And she says, I know you do. And I said, you know what? I would rather when I say I love you to somebody, they say, I know you do, instead of saying I love you too. Because I want you, if you know how much I love you, that makes me feel so good. When I say I love you and they say, I know you do. Because then I did my job to show them that I love them.
Yeah.
You know?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
makes sense.
Like, that's the best response ever to me. Like, I know you do.
Ever?
It's gonna be our response every time now. He's like, I love you. I'm like, I know you do.
Well, I know you love me. I know you love me. I know you
I
love me.
love everybody. So
Now when you say it to me, I'm gonna say it to you. I'm like, I know you do.
I know, but I already know you love me. So I
Don't
want you
count.
to know that I love you.
Don't count them.
Well, y'all can love each other here in a second, but we're going to go ahead and sign off here. All right, everybody. Next week, we'll be back again every Thursday, 8:45 Eastern, just about every Thursday. So that being said, y'all have a good one, and we
Have a
will
good
talk to y'all
weekend.
soon. Cheers, everybody.
Love you guys.